who? Wait, hold on.
Welcome,
Can you
welcome
name the
to another
Can you name the
episode
five
of
again?
Bucket City.
Kawhi.
We got my man E Money today. We got Shamaria, the girl who never shows her face, that meant to stare at Steelers fans all day. We got Theo, and we got headed out Mania Mafia school over here. We got
Yes,
another
sir.
episode
Good,
for
y'all.
everybody.
That's how Shamari be on FaceTime with all her.
It is. That's how I be on FaceTime. Yup.
Why we gotta stare at ceilings and
Yo,
walls,
this is
bro?
crazy.
But
Should be
listen,
different
man,
on our only now.
we got a good episode here. We all know Theo, the coach, man. I'm not going to listen. He dunked on Tim Duncan one time. Just know that. Just know that.
The footage is on the internet. Y'all just gotta look for it.
I never did that.
Man, my man is nice like that, man. But
Yeah,
this
ask
is
him
the
about
itching-
Mecca Okafor.
oh my god, bro.
Why
A
can't
Mecca
this is
Okafor, bro.
Yeah, down bad. In the league today, what does Jaylen Brown rank as a shooting guard?
He's a
Top
top
Mario, you
five.
can
five.
go first since you're the lady.
Jaylen Brown is, I think, top 5. You could argue that he's top 3 too. The impact he's had on Boston and their success is just it's there. So you can see it on the offensive and the defensive end on both sides of the ball. So I think he definitely top 5. You could argue top 3.
To me, he's a top 5 shooting guard, without a doubt. But I think this year pushed him into a top 5 shooting guard. I don't think he's better than PG, Booker, or Donovan Mitchell. I'm not. Even last year, I wasn't big on the Zach LaVine train. When everybody was like, Zach LaVine is this and that, I wasn't big on that train. And we've seen how that panned out this year. Other than that, after Zach LaVine, you got like Bradley Beal. Then you have guys like CJ and them guys. But I think he is a top 5 shooting guard. He might be number 4. I think he might be number 4.
What about you, Theo? Where you got him?
Not better than CJ.
He top 5 though. He top 5 for sure. As far as shooting, he top 5. He put in a lot of work. Like I said, the Celtics like a young veteran team. Like they had a lot of playoff success, even though they only went to the conference finals a couple of times. But still, as a young guy, he put in a lot of work. So he top 5 right now. He earned it.
School, where you got him?
If you talking about this season or just period?
We'll go this season.
This season, he's definitely top 5. Period. I don't think he's top 5. Period. But this season, 100% top 5.
E Money, what about you? E Money.
I think he froze.
Did he freeze?
Yeah, he's frozen. A School. So who's the 5 shooting guards you got ahead of him? I'm curious.
All right. So Book, PG, Mitch, Levine. I got CJ over him. I don't care what you're saying. CJ's better than him.
He said CJ.
Yeah, CJ is better than him.
Based on what?
Based on just consistency throughout his career. And he's never missed the playoffs no matter what situation he was in.
He's top.
That man was with the Pelicans and made the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, I don't know about CJ. I don't know about a lot of y'all lists.
So
what's your list look like?
The only beef, and I've been cooking this up in my head, and we could take it past Jaylen Brown and all of these other shooting guards. But my only beef when it comes to Jaylen Brown is that like I think y'all tilt the defensive scale on Jaylen Brown so much to make him better than a lot of these number 1 options. And that's been my beef.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, when you tilt the scale like that, would y'all say like Matumo's he's a 4-time DPOY player? Would y'all say he's better than Shaq?
But he can't score nowhere near what Shaq
But he's
is.
he's not scoring as good as Shaq. But Jaylen Brown is not scoring as good as a Bradley Beal. He's not scoring as good as a Donovan Mitchell. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, he is. He scores as well as Donovan Mitchell, though.
No, he doesn't. in the regular season, it's
Hey Theo, he
very
about to throw
good.
numbers at
No,
you. He
no,
about to
in the
throw
regular,
averages
no,
at you.
no. I'm not even gonna just in a regular season. It's very comparable. In the playoffs, it's not comparable at all. The efficiency is not comparable, and then the point percentage is not comparable at all. And this year, this is the only two numbers I'm gonna put out. This year is his best scoring year, and he's putting up 32 points. You can bring up last year when Donovan Mitchell put up 32, or the year before that when Donovan Mitchell gave out 36.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
I'm just
think
talking
this.
about like right now. He's like, I'm not gonna say he's better than Donovan Mitchell, but it's close to me. Like I don't see Donovan Mitchell don't really, he don't do nothing that Jaylen Brown like Jaylen Brown can do. I think he plays his role. That's what I think. But he scales it back to play his role. I think in the beginning of the season, he was playing like we're going to fight to see
Oh,
who's the number one kind of guy, and then
I
he
got a
starts.
hot take.
Oh, here you go.
Go.
Yeah. No, but like I feel like the more the season progressed, I feel like he started like playing his role a little bit more, and then they got CJ over Brown is crazy.
Who
Yeah,
is Tizzle? Who is
you
that?
That's
guess.
JT. That's
Yeah,
JT.
I thought it
JT.
was business.
Mm-mm.
Nah, but like I feel like he's top five because it's just that the things he does, like even defensively, like I gotta put defense as part of like whatever you do to impact the winning part of the game, I gotta put it in there. So he plays a little bit defense. He don't play great defense though. Now he don't play great defense, but he plays enough. He's tough. He's physical. He rebounds. He's aggressive when he needs to be aggressive. He turned that thing over way too much for me. So he like top. He's like number five for me, but like
This
he top
nigga
five.
money popped up in the house.
Mhm.
My bad, y'all. The
Who
connection started tripping.
money?
Nah, you good.
Money got a mill.
I don't
Oh my
believe.
God.
I don't. So listen.
Bro.
So the only thing about that, JT, I didn't fall into the hype of Zach Levine, and I didn't fall into that hype last season when people was like Zach Levine 50 40 90 close to 50 40 90. I was like, that's cool, but we gotta see him a little bit more. I have Jaylen Brown better than Zach Levine, bro. That's just me personally.
Wait.
I don't.
You got a
I don't. I
question,
don't.
Mario?
So who
Yeah,
you
I don't
got
got
better
that.
than? Okay, so where you got? So you Zach Levine, Jaylen Brown better than Zach Levine.
Yeah. Right
So
now
who
in the
else you
NBA,
got better than Zach Levine?
right now in the NBA, my top five shooting guards would be PG, Booker,
Donovan.
Donovan, Brown, Levine.
You
No,
said who?
Brown.
Jaylen
Brown.
um,
Brown. Zach Levine.
no, it would be Jaylen Brown. Y'all not gonna like this.
What you gonna count
Bradley,
Kyrie in?
Bradley Bill. Kyrie's the point guard. Bradley Bill, and then Zach Levine. I have Bradley Bill better than Zach Levine, bro. I have Bradley Bill better than
Better
Zach.
than Zach?
Yeah, I have Bradley Bill better than Zach.
Hold on, you got PG number one, or just
Yeah, I think
man?
Paul. I think Paul
When
George is
healthy.
number.
Bro,
I think Paul like.
bro, that's for this season, bro.
Oh, if it's for this season, you could give me Book. You could still give me Book, Spider. Then it'll be Brown. Then it would
Those your
be
top three.
yeah. Brown would be this season. Brown would be top three. I'll still have Booker, Spider ahead of him. It'll be Brown, CJ. It'll be Brown, Zach, CJ this season.
Mm.
Because I think CJ missed that. He
Did
missed
you
that.
say PG?
Nah,
You
PG.
said
I'm
He
not.
this
If,
definitely up for the season.
nah. PG don't count. He only played like 32 games this season. That's the same reason I
But
always
did
say
you say him in
Bradley.
your top five?
Yeah, like if I'm saying point guards all over, yeah, PG is number one on my top
No,
five.
I'm just
Yeah.
this season.
Nah, PG
No,
not top
Can't put
five.
him
nah,
in this season because
PG is
he's been
not
hurt.
there. My number one would be Booker. Number two would be Spider. Number three would be Brown. Number four would be damn, niggas texting me. Number four would be I just said it. Zach, and then
CJ.
number five would be CJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
I do feel like we forgetting somebody in this shooting guard talk, but it's
And
whatever.
shooting guard? No, because you gotta think about it.
No, damn.
No,
Who y'all think will have a better season? I'm not trying to be nasty. Jordan Poole or CJ? Ain't Jordan Poole?
CJ.
Ain't Jordan Poole a shooting guard?
CJ.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
CJ.
What?
I was just asking a question.
I think Jordan Poole, but that's just me.
Yo,
Hold on.
Shamari.
Time out. We off against somebody. What position Desmond Bain play?
Ain't he like the 3?
No, you're not about to do this, dog.
She said, I think Jordan Poole. Like, what?
Anyway, ain't he like the 3? I thought he was a 3.
He the 2. Brooks
No,
is 3.
just speed past that.
No. Dylan Brooks is a 2.
So Desmond Bain is the small forward?
Yeah. Dylan is 2, yeah.
So Desmond is a 3?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Jordan Poole over
He's
CJ.
Hold on.
I mean, ain't Desmond like 6'7"? That's like a small forward stuff.
Never mind. You know what? I'm done.
Desmond like 6'7", I think. Maybe.
I already thought Desmond Bain looked small. I already thought he was the shooting guard.
No, it's Dylan.
Yeah.
Damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's Dylan.
Maybe because he shoots like a shooting guard. That's probably why.
Yeah, he does.
Right.
He really do look like a shooting guard, though. That's why I thought he was a shooting guard. Hold on.
Somebody said he played a 2, so I guess he played a 2.
I think Tyler Hero better than who?
Tyler Hero, this season I might have Tyler Hero over. No, my top 3 is solidified. Tyler Hero will be number 4, so it will be Tyler.
Tyler Hero over who?
You got Tyler Hero top 5 over Levine?
Nah.
I'm thinking about it. I'm honest. I'm really thinking
about it. Tyler over Zach?
Oh, in the chat they say
Tyler Hero in a conversation with like a Tyrese Maxey when it comes to that.
Yeah,
I don't know about no Zach. Zach did Zach still average like 26 this season at least? Still shooting good from the field?
Yeah, he was efficient this year.
All right, so Tyler would be he'll still be number 6. So you could give me he'll be 6. Yeah, so I'll just keep my top 5 like that. Booker, Spider, Brown. Booker, Spider, Brown, Zach, and then CJ. Yeah, because I'm thinking about it. I'm like,
cool.
Yeah, but CJ is school did kind of like persuade me a little bit on CJ, but the word still out for CJ. I don't keep up with Zach.
I'm just preaching the gospel, man.
Oh yeah. I don't keep up with Okay.
I'm preaching with the
streets. If Al Horford wins a ring this season, is he a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, he can be a Hall of Famer, but he might be like how many bounds is it? Like what, 3, 4, 5 bounds?
Wait, what you asking? Oh, ballots?
No, I was saying how many like bounds is in the Hall of Fame, because he ain't gonna be first bound. He's gonna be like
he's not first bound for sure.
He gonna be like the low, like third, fourth.
You get a ring.
Al Horford would be.
I might squeeze him in there.
Yeah, Al Horford for one.
He borderline though.
Ain't he like a small for one?
Now he's always
I'm looking at it from like a different perspective. He might, if he gets a ring this year, he might be a Hall of Famer just because ain't it like him and like 2 other people that's from DR that only played in the NBA, and like 2 other people.
I don't know, bro.
That and then
what's his name?
It's the Basketball Hall of Fame too.
He only averaged 13.7 points for a career.
Arroyo played in Dominican Republic.
I think so. Somebody is one other person that's from DR, so he might just be in there because of that. And then like if it is, it's a small chance, but he's not getting into Hall of Fame till like 2056, bro. Like they gotta go through
56, like, dog.
They're gonna go through mad plays before they say shit. We gonna land on Al Horford, and that's not a disrespect to him. It's just that like, come on, you have T-Mac.
Well, I
think he did a college career.
I think Mono just got in.
You know what? He might get it. They want to champ
56.
Right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he did have a good college career.
Yeah, he get in the Hall of Fame, bro. They want NCAA championship. I think.
It's the Basketball Hall of Fame. So they're gonna
Basketball Hall of Fame. He getting in there, bro.
Yeah, he gonna get in because he won it with
Then he won with Joe Noah at Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
He might have won 2.
Yeah, they won like 2.
So, Yeah, he gonna get in, but I think like you still got guys like Tony Parker sitting there. You still like you understand what I'm saying? Guys like
Tony Parker
Melo.
might get in next year.
Yeah, he has to because Ginobili about to get in. So I mean, Tony should get in too.
Then Ginobili like didn't Ginobili just get put in this year?
Yeah, but Ginobili won a gold medal with the Olympics too, didn't he?
Yeah, I think,
so
and he had
didn't
he have a nice overseas career too? I think he had a nice overseas career.
It was crazy overseas. So like,
it was cool.
He definitely gonna get in there.
Yeah, but then
I think his
so,
career was better
like,
than Tony's career overseas.
Yeah, so you still got guys to get in there. Just asking just a funny question. I'm not trying to be serious with this. If we say it's the basketball Hall of Fame, and then we taking what he did overseas, you think Stephon Marbury would get in?
Yeah.
What he do overseas?
Like he's like bigger than Jordan over there.
Then he go
popular,
to China.
But what did he do overseas?
Then he win like
he got mad championships and MVPs over there. It's ridiculous.
I think in China he won mad championships in China. That's why they love him out there.
Yeah, they got a statue of him and everything.
I mean, like, you know. Let me see.
I don't know. It's tough. It's tough for Al Horford. He's on that borderline.
Nah, Steph probably. I mean, Marbury probably definitely gonna get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, because I think in China he went crazy out there in China.
He went crazy in the league too.
Yeah, he went crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he still had an impact on the league. Do you think they'll put like Baron Davis and them guys in there?
Baron Davis?
Yeah, like Baron Davis and those guys.
This one of them tough ones though. This one of them tough ones.
Hell no.
Is Chris Mullin in that?
No, I'm saying it's tougher. It's tough for him to get into it. That's what I'm saying. It's tough for him to get into
Chris Mullin is in the Hall of Fame.
Chris Mullin will get in there. He's in there, right?
In the Hall of
Fame.
Yeah,
Chris Mullin's in the Hall of Fame. Anybody that's on the Dream Team instead of Christian Laettner is on the Hall of Fame.
That's crazy.
No, but like BD is tough for him to like get in the Hall of Fame, bro.
Baron Davis, he gives me like y'all gonna say that was nasty, so never mind. I keep that to myself. He give me Iman Shepherd vibes, but whatever.
That's nasty.
My goodness.
Iman. Would y'all give Cat a Supermax? Because y'all already know how I feel.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, yo, bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Josh,
but give Cat, give it to Cat, man.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was a GM, I would be fired. Cat, I would give. So, like I said last time before, I would give DeAndre Ayton 20. No, yeah, I give him 20 for 4 years. Karl Anthony Towns could get 25 for shit. Do I want to pay him for 4 years?
Why not?
You have to.
Bro, is he a top 5 center to you, bro? Is he a top
5 player? Center?
No, center.
We made this list, Rel, and you had top 5, remember?
Yeah, he's a top 5 center. Is it weird that I pay Miles Turner's over him? Never mind.
Yeah, we down bad with that, I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, Miles Turner's on defense, bro. Come on.
He can't stay.
What would you do, Theo? Would you give it to
him? I mean, you gotta give it to somebody. Might as well give it to him.
I think it's like 5 years, 200.
You talking about Minnesota? You talking about Minnesota?
Yeah, it's like a 5-year, $215 million.
I mean, who are you gonna pay? You gonna pay him or you gonna pay Ant? Those are two people.
I'd rather pay Ant over him.
Oh my god.
You
gonna pay Ant over him?
I would, but
you gotta go crazy next year for me to pay him over Cat, bro.
Dang, Ant over Cat?
Would you? All right, so now
play on the team. I don't think it's Cat.
I'm trying to put my GM hat on. Would you tell Cat I'm not gonna pay you the Supermax?
Bruce Wayne.
That's Bruce.
That's Wes.
That's Wes.
I didn't know who that was.
I thought that was Bruce the whole time.
Of course, Wes is Bruce Wayne, bro.
What's it called?
Bro really named himself Bruce Wayne.
So now, if I really put my GM hat on, would you tell him, I'm not gonna give you the Supermax? It's not because I don't want to give you the Supermax, but let me see how the talent develops over time. I still give you like 100,000. Like, I'll give you
what
20,
Bro, if
25,
if you look at the league,
25 for 4 years.
Bro, you could be no GM.
Yeah, you definitely getting fired. You down bad. You
You
trying
would
to
be
pay him
the
like a
worst.
role player.
25
Like
4
a
years?
role player.
Yo, bro,
20,
you are a wild
25 for
character,
4 years.
You're paying him like a role player. That's like a Jalen
100,
Brown type.
100 million is a role player.
Yeah, bro.
That's
Oh,
a role player type money.
Bro,
wait,
Duncan Robinson get paid 90
100 mil?
million.
Yes, 25
He said
for
4
4 years.
Yeah, he's crazy. That's role
No,
player
no,
money. That's something you pay a role player.
he said $100 from
25 million each year for 4 years. That's what Rel's proposing to pay him.
I mean, that's not
Role
a role
player
player,
money.
but that's not.
I don't think that's role player. I mean,
you can't do that with Cat. That's the point. You can't do that with Cat, bro.
I understand a lot of players get OD contracts now, but like realistically, that's not a role player though.
What are you talking about?
Okay,
Tobias Harris got a max. So
well, a star player. Is that better for y'all? A star player?
Like an all-star. I say like an all-star maybe.
I got a question. Real. If you look at like how many teams in the league would pay Cat a supermax? How many teams you think will pay Cat a supermax?
If it's
Kings
30,
would.
if it's
I was about to say
30,
the Kings pay me
if it's 30 teams in it, if it's I'm no funny shit. If it's 30 teams in the NBA, I think 25 of them will pay him a supermax.
Okay.
So why wouldn't the team that he's had his career with pay him that? Why would they not?
No, I'm not saying they wouldn't. I'm just
Then that
saying
means he's gonna be there till like year 11 because he already spent 7 years with them.
Yeah. Do you know how
These 7 years was
you know how
like,
many years Minnesota have been down in the drain? Like, damn, we need somebody. We need some kind of spark.
I mean, they got Edwards and like Cat, like what 26 right now.
Listen, I'm saying it now on recording. Anthony Edwards and Anthony Towns is gonna end up like Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert.
Nah.
They're gonna end up like them two.
You mean like a good regular season?
Wait. So meaning they're only gonna make it out the first round twice. Meaning
they're gonna make it out the first round twice. Then it's gonna become a shoving contest of, well, I think I'm the man. Well, I think I'm the man. Well, somebody got to do something.
They already look like that.
Nah.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be.
That's more like the Grizzlies.
I think it's the only reason I think is no funny. The only reason I think it's like that is because, bro, if you see how Ant is playing, bro, Ant is coming into like that. Yo, bro, like, feel me? I'm about to be the man of this, bro. And Karl Anthony Towns is we in Minnesota now.
Oh, vampire chick. Yeah, she be all shy and shit.
Yo, that corner of that room is crazy. You see that corner. Nah, you look, bro. If you look at it, bro, like there's not gonna be like that. They both of them offensive minded.
I know your head can't fit the screen, but at least try.
Shut up. Shut up.
School down bad.
I'm down bad for what?
Making fun of guests on the show. Yeah, you down bad. What was you saying, Theo?
I'm a guest.
I said they both like. I think Rudy and Donovan bump heads because they're just not they're not compatible, bro. Like they're just not compatible. I don't think Rudy be caring about Donovan shooting and shit like he does or being aggressive. Like I just feel like they're not compatible. Like sometimes you play with people, you just don't like them. You just don't like what they do. You don't like how they act. You don't like the way they they move.
I don't think that Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards is compatible.
Why not?
Towns got a battery in his back now, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he has a battery. Like Ant is giving him that battery in his back to feel like, yo, I should be playing like this. I am that type of guy. But then it's gonna come to a time when Anthony Edwards already thinks he's that guy, bro. So
I think he thinks that now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like when somebody already feels like I'm that guy, but then I gotta pump you up to make you feel like you that guy. I feel like Anthony Edwards would try him like, nah, bro. I'm like, this is mine's, bro. Like this is mine's. Cause and the next few years, I think Anthony Edwards is gonna be better than him. Like I ain't gonna hold you. So I think when that comes to consensus and everybody's saying it, bro, that's when they're gonna be like.
I think everybody agree with that, real.
So y'all brought up Donovan Mitchell and Rudy. If you are the Jazz, which one of them you're trading?
Rudy
Gobert.
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell.
Okay, for the two, who said Rudy? Shamaria and Rel. Why would y'all trade them?
Yeah, I would trade Rudy just for the simple fact is that I think I could find another defensive guy that could work in that scheme, not as well as Rudy Gobert, but then also if I could find a defensive guy that can play defense well on the block and down low, then you could give me somebody that actually plays well defense in the playoffs. I might take him over Rudy Gobert.
For that, the playoffs, when you have bad perimeter defenders, you put Rudy in a bad position. They don't have nobody.
They've been bad all season. It didn't just start in the playoffs. Didn't just start, bro.
But y'all always bring up the playoffs, but y'all don't bring up the regular season. Nobody on that perimeter could defend anything.
Think about it. If you don't. We rarely see it. Let me not say we rarely see it, but a lot of teams do just turn defense, like their defense turns bad in the playoffs. But bro, we know the Utah Jazz. I don't think nobody walks in the regular season in a regular mind saying, yo, Utah, they gonna lock down tonight. Then in the playoffs, they're like, we don't gotta worry about. Ain't nobody thinking that, bro. Nobody, bro. Utah in the regular season, I feel like they base their game off of, I'm gonna outscore you. We just gonna have a scoring contest, and if I'm able to outscore you, bro, I'm just able to outscore you. I don't think they really on the defensive end. I don't think they're like a team that's I'm gonna lock in on defense. No.
Shamaria, why you
say that, bro? I was just about to say.
I ain't gonna lie.
Shamaria,
well, that's what JT said. Facts, because
I was just gonna say that.
Donovan Mitchell better than Gobert.
But you said
right away.
Gobert.
You can play. Go ahead, Josh.
That's the only reason I would agree with what. I mean, if you trade Donovan Mitchell, yeah, I can see that because you gonna get better assets.
Time out.
What
you trading him? What are you trading him for? What are you trading him for?
We don't know if they
trading
Bradley Beal or Zach LaVine.
First round picks and star caliber player that can
produce. Zach probably leave this year, right?
Yeah,
Zach a free agent.
And Bradley Beal up for too, right?
Yeah.
I need Donovan Mitchell to be off that team, just period.
Hey, what Josh said is right, bro. They got nobody like nobody played. Look at that team, bro. Nobody plays defense. O'Neal played a little bit of defense.
But this is for
nobody plays defense.
But this is for Donovan Mitchell did. Don't get me wrong. If I'm the Jazz,
you trading your best player.
I'm a trade. Okay, I'm gonna keep Rudy. I'm gonna keep Rudy from the Jazz because
he's harder to replace.
Yeah, real. I heard you say I could just find enough defensive big, but really name some other defensive bigs like Gobert.
In the league, there aren't any.
You might get
really name some.
For Cleveland, like the dude for Cleveland, maybe.
Oh yeah, Jared Allen.
Because I don't think the impact that Rudy Gobert. Because think about it, if there are games where Donovan Mitchell missed, but the Jazz are still able to win. So I still feel like they can make the playoffs, but they'll be a low seed. Okay, yes, it's both ways. But I'm saying trade Donovan for his good. Donovan being Utah is not a good idea.
If I was straight and if I had to make a trade, hold on. If I had to make a trade for D Mitch, I would send D Mitch to Toronto and grab OG Anunoby, Gary Trent, and probably
Scotty Barnes.
No, you can't grab Scotty.
They ain't giving up Scotty Barnes.
Oh well, they can't get him right now. Okay.
Josh, how much Donovan Mitchell get paid?
He's on the max.
Yeah.
I'll give you the exact number though.
Yeah, he's on the max, so it depends on what team's going. That's going to deal with that money. And I was saying,
y'all trade Donovan Mitchell straight up for Bradley Beal?
No.
No.
I mean, does that really fix anything? For them?
Nah, because I don't think Bradley.
But if your problem right now is
oh my god, this man
defense,
huge.
If your problem right now is defense, bro, Bradley Beal is not giving you nothing better than that. He's not giving you nothing better than that.
I don't think.
Just a trade for Toronto. Toronto got defensive pieces with some offense. And
that's
you get lucky in the draft.
VanVleet in the first
So
round.
now, Josh, you said his
Nope.
contract is. You said his contract was big. How big is his contract?
Yeah, 4 years. He's making like he's making about 28 mil a year, around there.
28 mil.
See, what about
4
Dallas?
years.
What about Dallas? You get Brunson. You get
Wait, Trey Mitchell to Dallas?
Yeah, for
Who
Brunson.
the fuck they got to yeah, okay.
Who's that?
No.
He's getting paid 112.
Yeah,
Time out.
you got to get rid of him. You got to get rid of him. Like this year, next year gonna be
Donovan Mitchell's getting
keep
Donovan Mitchell's
Mitchell.
getting paid. Talking about Donovan Mitchell's getting paid $112 million overall for his contract.
He signed a 5-year, $163 million. That was his contract.
He signed a 5-year, 163.
Average, he's getting paid average $32,600,000.
Okay. You think this is my beef? You think Karl Anthony Towns is in that round?
For his team, yes. In terms of his team, because when they give up the maxes, they think of the team. Because remember, Rudy got that big contract that people thought he shouldn't got.
He shouldn't.
Keep Donovan Mitchell.
That's why Miami got Duncan Robinson for $90 million.
Yeah,
Why did they give him that contract, dog?
Because he was so high
with that contract.
They slow.
No, we gave him that contract due to what he was doing his first 2 years, and then like we just got a bunch of undrafted players that just stepped up, and they can shoot, and it just made him look worse.
And it made that contract look worse and worse.
Hold up. What's Donovan Mitchell getting paid per year?
I got
wait.
Like 32. Wait, probably getting paid like 32 mil.
If you said 163 4 years, it got to be like 40 something.
About 30 mil per year. 32 per year.
Okay. But like I said, like if you go with Dallas, you can get Brunson, you can get Tim Hardaway Jr.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe Beatrice. Like I don't
see,
like
but
the thing is, bro. He just don't like. He's not that crazy of a player to me. Like I trade for Jaylen Brown right now. I feel like they do the same shit, probably better.
At least Brown will play defense.
He's not a point guard. He a shooting guard that's like a three, like kind of undersized.
Well, my thing with Utah, I think they need to revamp the team. If they're gonna keep it, they need to revamp it. Mike Conley out of there. He's out of there.
Who wants him though? Ain't nobody Mike Conley.
It doesn't matter.
He gonna have to retire, dog.
It don't matter if nobody wants him or not.
What you gonna do? Cut him?
You could cut him. You could
somebody could use him.
Give me a second round. Give me somebody
on your presence, bro.
Give me somebody on your bench. Even all right. So now, even if you keep Mike Conley, send that nigga to the bench. I don't think he should be a starting point guard.
Mike Conley, they're trash.
No, he not. No,
he's not trash.
He's not that trash, but he's not helping to that team. He's not helping to that team, bro.
So who you gonna start at point guard, bro? If Mike Conley on the bench?
Who's ever the starter?
No, Donovan Mitchell does not need to be the dominant ball handler.
I promise you, if Mike
so
Conley
who you gonna start?
Instead of Kyle Lowry, we'd be better.
Instead of trading, try to go get Jay Brunson. Rice O'Neal plays. You could try to get. For one, I don't understand why they traded the homie to Portland. I forgot his name. It's another bond. Oh, it was Joe Ingles. I don't know why they traded him to Portland. Because they got back. I don't know who even they got back from that. All he did was
they traded Joe Ingles.
Was it Joe Ingles? Who was it?
It was at the Bond. It was one of the Bogdanoviches or Joe Ingles. One of them got traded.
No, it was Ingles because Bogdanovich was on that team still.
All right, so they traded Joe Ingles. I don't understand why they did that because Joe Ingles actually plays some form of defense. I'm not saying he's a defensive player. He plays some form of defense. And the lineup of Brunson, Mitchell, Ingles, I don't know who their power forward is. Who is it? Is that Bogdanovich plays their power forward?
Yeah, I think he plays the power.
O'Neal plays the 3. O'Neal plays the 3, right?
Yeah.
And I think Bogdanovich plays the power forward. Because they got small power
plays the
forwards.
power forward, and then Rudy plays the 5. That would be a nice team, and that team could play 5 out because everybody else on the side could shoot. But Rudy Gobert is not that dominant to just kick the ball down low. But whatever.
He really not.
Yeah, he's not that dominant to just kick the ball down low.
All they need to do is just
trade for Rudy, Sabonis, and Malcolm. Nah, Sabonis and Malcolm is on 2 different teams. Sabonis is in Sacramento now. Yeah, he's in Sacramento right now. Or hold on, how would you feel if a team that doesn't have a point guard try to trade for what's homie in Indiana now?
Tyrese Halliburton?
That nigga's Tyler Hansberg.
Okay, what team needs a point guard?
You have Utah. You have to me, even though Boston Celtics is playing good, like a dominant point, like a very good point guard, you can still give the Celtics. You can say the Lakers. No. The sad part about it, y'all laughing the Lakers.
I thought they got a point guard.
Don't forget about the Nets. The Nets need a point guard too.
You can say we need one. Yeah, you're right.
The Nets need to trade Kyrie.
I thought they had a point guard too.
The Nets don't need a point guard.
We just need a point guard.
Who was winning?
I forgot they point guard part time.
The Nets have a point. The Nets
don't they got Ben Simmons?
They have Ben Simmons,
we got Ben Simmons. So
I told me he was playing the 4. Some Nets fans told me he playing the 4.
So the Nets need a point guard.
If Ben Simmons there, they don't need a point guard. Then they need a shooting guard.
They got
Ben Simmons there, then you need a point guard.
But we have a shooting guard. We got Kyrie.
No.
He's waiting on
Kyrie's not Kyrie Irving is not this play. Yo, bro.
No, I said shooting guard. I didn't say point guard.
Oh
no. I said Joe Ingles will come back, so they don't need anything.
Yeah, we don't need a point guard because Ben Simmons gonna be back.
Joe Harris still alive? Anybody know
Joe Harris still alive?
Man, the Nets need a point guard.
We'll figure something out.
Ben Simmons fine, bro.
All Dallas fans.
Bro, why y'all keep mentioning some dude named Ben Simmons? Who is that?
All Dallas fans.
I have not seen him play this season.
Yeah, Miami needs a point guard because Kyle Lowry.
I said we can get Mike Conley.
Listen, I'm letting all you Dallas fans know now. Before it happens, and y'all say what? Yeah, Jalen Brunson is not coming back next season, bro.
Yes, he is.
I just want y'all to know.
He's about to get paid.
Yo, Jalen Brunson. If you think bro. If you think y'all telling me Jalen Brunson might get paid as much as DeAndre Ingram. No. He's
not get paid like $25 million a year.
Yes, bro. He's on pace to get paid.
Bro, the Mavs and the Suns got different for office. The Mavs is going to pay Brunson.
No, bro,
they're paying Brunson, dog. They're not the Suns, bro.
Pace, I'm telling you, bro. They already said it. He's on pace to get paid more than Fred, and Fred is only getting 85 a year.
The Mavs got the money to pay him.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you.
They said
the Mavs got the money to pay him,
bro.
You know, Luka's making 32 mil starting next season, right?
Yeah, that's it, bro. Who else is taking money?
So y'all
I think don't Tim Hardaway got an $80 million contract?
Yeah, Luka gonna be on like the 32 million 4 years. Like
then Tim Hardaway, how much is Spencer Dinwiddie getting paid?
No, then he's more like they're not paying him big.
I know his contract might be small, but his contract still might be like 15 a year.
It's like a 2 year. He got a 2 year contract, so his last year will be next year. It's only gonna be 2 players that really pay them, Luka and Brunson. I don't really pay nobody else unless they look for somebody.
They might pay.
Tim Hardaway contract is for 2 years, and he's making 17 next year and 16 in the year.
That's why I say
honestly, I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all get spider for Brunson.
No.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Keep Donovan away from Luka. No.
Why?
He said keep Donovan away.
No, because
I'm telling y'all though,
bro. When I was watching that series, right? All right, so we all know Donovan like the chug up shots. That's what he do.
Mm-hmm.
Spencer
But
got a 3-year, 62
but
mil.
but I'm saying I feel like Donovan, the way he play, like it's not gonna mess up Luka game. It's gonna make them lose. He
You
gonna
think you
Well, that
you
means
think
all that
Luka?
means is that Luka just need a bunch of good role players around him. Because
You think
everybody
Luka?
gonna play.
I
you could
agree.
get you could give Luka a star, but I wouldn't want it to be
You
Donovan
can't
Mitchell.
give him. Was it got to be a big man then?
Exactly. I said that.
Rudy
Because he
Gobert.
has to have the ball
Luka
in
can
his
only play
hands.
with like an all-star.
So
Rudy,
now,
Because he's ball
so now
dominant.
look,
Rudy
E
Gobert.
Money. I'm asking you because you in school is a Luka fan. If what's his name, Mike Jackson? No,
Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban. There's too many marks. If Mark Cuban say, "Yo, we're not gonna pay Brunson, but I'm gonna get DeAndre Ayton," how would y'all feel about that?
I think that's a better fit for the team because they need an interior
Ayton will be
big. They
fine
need a big
too.
man.
So
Ayton will
now,
be fine too. But
if he lets Brunson walk, like, yo, bro, I still want to pay you, but I know
Sign and
you
trade.
getting offered. Nah, that's the stupidest signing trade in the world. Because it's
what?
Chris Paul, Brunson, and Booker. That's dumb.
you got to be like a 3-team trade, bro. It can't be straight up.
Yeah, it would
they
be.
not gonna do nothing. They're not gonna do that, bro.
But if he says, yo, Brunson, you can walk, because I think Spencer Dinwiddie should start. That's me.
Start where?
What?
And Dallas.
Over Tim
With
Hardaway?
Brunson and
So he
Luka?
can come back?
No.
over who though?
If Brunson leaves, Luka's year one. Tim
Tim
you
Hardaway
slide
too,
you slide Tim Hardaway to the 3. You play Dinwiddie at the 2. I don't know who the fuck is y'all power forward, Max Kleber, whoever.
Yeah, they
And
got some
then
small bigs.
yeah,
They
then you
do.
slide, then you try to get
They run small
DeAndre. Then you try to get DeAndre Ayton to run that center spot. I think that would be a
Oh,
good
you got
lineup.
Dorian Finney-Smith. You forgot about him.
Oh, Dorian Finney-Smith. So,
And then
but
Bullock off the bench too.
me personally, I think Spencer Dinwiddie is a better ball handler. And what we've seen, like, he relieves the pressure, and he's just not a catch and shoot player from Luka. I would start Spencer Dinwiddie over Tim Hardaway Jr. And that's with my Knicks bias and all that, because he played for the Knicks twice and all that. Yeah, I would start Tim Hardaway over. I would start Dinwiddie over Tim Hardaway.
Are you saying with Brunson out the team or with the team?
No. Brunson off the team. Just like
okay.
if Brunson gets paid somewhere else.
What about Brunson for Zach LaVine? What about Brunson for Zach LaVine?
I don't think the Bulls doing that. They got enough points.
Luka and Zach?
I think Michael Porter Jr. Listen, I think Michael Porter Jr. time is up.
You like it, E-Money?
That's fire. Luka and Zach, like, come on, man. It's lit.
That's NBA Finals
listen,
bound. You give him an efficient score like Zach LaVine.
If I'm the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr. time is up with me, and Bradley Beal and Zach LaVine gotta come. One of them people gotta come. Mute your mic.
You and MPJ, bro. Yo, he's too injury prone. Like
I just said trade him.
Don't trade him.
Shamaria said keep him.
Trade MPJ, bro.
Keep him.
But who's gonna pick him up? E-Money. Think about it. You just signed an injury prone to like a max. Who's picking up that contract?
Yeah, nobody.
I'm saying get rid of MPJ.
They can't. Nobody's gonna take on that contract.
Yeah, nobody's
unless
gonna
they super desperate and don't care.
It's crazy. He got that
contract. That's crazy.
It's crazy. He got the contract he got.
How much they gave him?
He's in $100 million.
Why?
They thought
they believed in him, I guess.
He only played 2 full seasons, dog.
Bro, he didn't play 2 full seasons, but
it wasn't even full. It was like half. Yeah, it was like half.
He played 2 seasons.
It was like it was like half season. So he was still injured.
Bro, he got a 5-year, $172 million contract.
Oh God, bro!
He's getting paid what?
I don't get why they
30 mil.
He getting paid $34.5 million a year.
God, bro.
Why are they paying him this much?
Because Denver didn't know what to do with him.
Don't get me wrong.
Had no choice.
MPJ, my guy.
Bro.
MPJ my guy, but like, dog,
You
he
stuck with
hasn't
him,
even
brother.
played yet.
You stuck with him.
Hey, School, you want him for Tobias Harris? Would you make that trade if you Philly?
Who?
MPJ for Tobias.
Oh my god, bro. Yo, bro,
that contract is crazy.
172 million, bro.
Cause they paid who they paid first. I think Jamal
I'm
Murray.
not
Then
gonna,
they paid
I'm
him,
not gonna lie,
and then Jokic
Josh.
got paid.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, Josh. I've been wrong this whole time, bro.
I told you.
I'm DeAndre Ayton is gonna get paid, bro, and Karl Anthony Towns is gonna get paid, bro. They paid this nigga 172 million. Oh my god!
Because Denver figured they couldn't get talent, and since they had him, they're like, "Hey, we might as well give you the money."
That's the stupid, bro. That's like players signing. That's like the Joakim Noah sign, or like the Luol Deng. Like
that's a terrible. That's a gamble. That's worse than that though. That's a gamble, bro. He came in the draft injury prone,
and that's why he fell so low.
Mm-hmm.
But still, you fall that low, bro. I'm not paying you one, bro.
I know. I really thought his contract was really
$34.5 million a year.
I really thought his contract was around. I thought his contract was around like 100 mil, 105. This nigga's getting paid 172.
They thought he was gonna stay healthy, but you know, life had other options.
That's
you got a medical staff before you do them contracts. Before you go to a different team, when you get traded, you got a medical staff that evaluates you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if you got a history of injuries, especially your back, they're gonna be like, you know what? It might be a risk to sign him for that much money. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
For them to just give the green light, oh my god,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's even wild to me.
He was doing this thing, man. They went to the conference finals with him.
Nah, but School, that's wild to me because
he a walking bucket. That's for sure, though. He a walking bucket. Like
that's wild to me because I'm thinking it off the top of my head. I'm like, yeah, he probably in like a feel me and smooth like 100. I'm thinking the most he's probably 110, 172. But is he getting paid more than Luka?
Nah.
Right now,
Luka got more. Luka got like a
no bueno. He probably getting.
Wait. Who y'all talking about? Who?
Luka got like a 200. What is it? 205 million, something like that. 205.
Luka got.
He got something crazy.
207 mil.
Luka got a super max.
He got 207
points. Yeah, Luka got that super.
Luka about to get like three more super maxes after this.
That's like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking a lot. Like right now.
So he get 42. Listen, he get 42.4 mil a year.
Damn.
Hey, yo, quick question. If y'all was Memphis, if y'all was the Grizzlies, right? Man, no shots at you, Shamaria. Just sign Ja to a supermax or save the money, sign him to a max, just save the money for everybody else because they are a good team without him. And
that team, School. Like I told you on Clubhouse, that's OKC 2.0, bro. I can see.
Oh my gosh!
No bias. No bias. I'm not gonna lie, no bias. And how Ja is looking, the way he's carrying himself, and I'm just saying from the outside looking in, he does look like he's not just a me guy. So I think if they give him the idea plan of like, yo, bro, we want to pay you the 207. But right now, we just gonna give you a regular max contract, and then we gonna pay like Desmond Bain and all those guys, so we could keep on winning and trying to build something. John Moran looked like the type to just, yo, I want to win, so go ahead, go pay those guys. And
that's what I'm saying.
He's carrying himself like, yo, bro, I want to.
You mean like a MPJ contract?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't even think you should give them that. They're too small of a market. They're gonna be handicapped if you do that.
And then on top of that,
no, I don't think so.
On top of that, don't forget about his injuries too.
I think you could give him. You could give him 170, 175 mil. Then you break it down between Bane, Dylan Brooks, all those
Triple
other guys.
J.
You could break it down between those guys. And try to figure out a way, and then try to smuggle another talented player in there through free agency.
You think anybody gonna take a pay cut when it's time for them to get paid, you think any of them gonna say no?
Oh, Josh, I see what you're saying about OKC.
You remember OKC when they had that small market? Yeah. They could only pay 2 players and maybe a third. They couldn't pay Harden at the time, and they let him walk.
But that's a different spot though, because like those are like 3 guys that can be marquee players. You feel me? Even though James Harden would have been a risk to try to make a marquee player, but he's one of those guys where you saw through the whole season where he was like he was unfazed when he came into the game.
Yeah, he also looked particularly injury prone talent too.
Yeah, so like when you look at the Memphis team, like do you want to risk losing Ja? Like you think he would leave and you not pay him? Like,
they dumb. That's what I'm saying.
Man, forget Ja, dog.
It ain't forgetting Ja. Why would you do
so, okay,
that?
you give Ja the super max, and who else you gonna give them max contracts to?
Ja,
but that's
2 more.
How many years?
I don't think you should.
Who's like, out over there?
You said
like,
what?
Who's on the trading block?
No, Memphis. No, I think they're keeping their guys together. I don't think they would trade any of their. I think the core guys is Ja, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jack, and I guess Dylan Brooks.
I would say wait till this next season because it's gonna be Ja 4th season, so this is gonna be like around time when they decide they give him the max.
Dylan Brooks can leave this year, right? He can get traded this year, huh?
Would you trade him if you're Memphis?
After this season, Ja getting paid. Ja signing.
I mean, he's going to get like Dylan Brooks, like
is in his contract with right? Dylan Brooks right now. I don't know.
His contract. Yeah,
Dylan Brooks can go. Desmond Bane saying, get all that.
Yeah, Dylan could go. He could.
That is tough though, Joshua. Like that squad together is like they needed to be together, man, to play the way they played.
Somebody's gonna want more money than what they offer, and they're gonna be like, "I'm worth more than this." Then you're gonna let them walk.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
No.
Let's say it's Jaren Jack. Let's say Jaren Jack say, "I want more money."
Ja don't even look like he looked like a real like unselfish teammate, dog.
He is.
You see, yeah,
but at the same but at the same time, it looked like when it comes to money, he's like serious about that part. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. So it's kind of gonna be like tough. But I think he gonna understand. I think he understands that like they got close to the conference finals. They could have beat the Warriors if he was playing. Could have. I ain't saying they would have, but they could have.
Dylan Brooks can go. Bye. Give him the boot.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks could go.
Do you receive somebody or you just give him up and that's it?
I'll trade him, but I don't think he got a high trade value. I don't know what you're gonna get
from him. So Jaren Jackson Jr. is a free agent in 2026, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. You might try to keep them together as long as you can, bro. Like,
yeah. If Jaren Jackson
that means Ja can't sign a supermax.
Yeah.
So if Jaren Jackson is a free agent in 2000 and what you said, 26?
26.
So now what we in 2020, next season will be 2023. You still have what? I say you still have a 4-year, 3-year window span to see how that plans out. Ja, Bane. I think you can try to trade Dylan Brooks off the. You see what he does on the defensive end. And
Dylan Brooks could just walk away.
But he's gonna walk away for what? I don't think y'all should let him walk. I think that's the problem with a lot of teams. Y'all,
but the same way
that's a fact.
Players walking.
Y'all can have it.
Nah, my fault. Go ahead.
Did y'all see what they were able to do without Dylan Brooks being on the court?
Facts.
Yeah, I mean Dylan, he a good piece, but like y'all didn't really like.
So like you said, Samaria, they were
like
bad teams.
He a nice piece to have, but like we don't need him.
But Shamari, you think
his name Dylan?
That's your best perimeter defender, though.
I get what you
We don't need him. Once again, we do. He is, but we don't need him.
The only thing I need from Memphis, I need Jaren Jackson to. Bro, you can't be damn near 7 feet grabbing 6 rebounds, bro.
The only thing Memphis need to do is keep Ja healthy. That's literally it. We were so close to being. That's literally it, in my opinion. If Ja can stay healthy and stop landing crooked, Dylan Brooks could walk away. I could care less about
Derrick Rose.
But
2.0.
that's literally it for Memphis.
Hey, yo, bro. Bro, I swear to you, I got the same issue with Triple J, bro. This dude only averaged like 5-6 rebounds per game, dog.
But that's all
he
he plays on the
7
perimeter
foot
too. But he plays on the perimeter, and he.
But like, dog,
that doesn't matter. Only that doesn't
like
matter because don't AD play on the perimeter?
He
depends on who you guarding though. It depends on who you guarding though. Like, does he guard centers all the time?
A lot of at that position, a lot of people play on the perimeter.
Because Steven Adams plays center most of the time, right? He might play in the paint most of the time. So like,
but it doesn't matter.
Big to go for the people. You said what?
I said it didn't matter. The team as a whole led the league in rebounding. So
so like, when you got
which is crazy.
Steven Adams playing like guarding the big, and then you got the guards coming down getting the rebound, just pushing that thing. Like, I don't know.
To me, it's I think they should keep that team together. Give it another 2. Give it a 2-year run because
2 to 3 years.
because you can see some players keep on going up and looking better, or some players coming down to earth. Like, all right, that season or those 2 seasons was his best season. Now we got to really figure out what's going on. And I feel like just give Memphis probably 2-3 more years, just to really see how that's going to pan out and how that's going to go. No, I don't want to see John Moran get hurt. I was joking with the Derrick Rose thing, but yeah, like give him 2-3 more years just to see how they're going to pan out. And if it's not looking good, then start making your trades. But if it's looking like it's going to go somewhere and they could keep on being like a conference finals team, NBA finals team, then you got to keep that together and try to just add a few pieces. Understand where you mix and trade at. Because I do think they are a great defensive team. I don't think their pace is good. Their pace in the playoffs, I don't think that shit is good at all. I don't think that shit is good at all.
Yeah, Zaire was a rookie, so he definitely got to get more minutes next season.
Oh, you want to know who need more minutes next season?
Obi Toppin, we already know.
Obi motherfucking Toppin. Motherfucking Toppin need more
minutes. If you're a GM, right, and you have to pick between these two, would you rather have a good perimeter defender like Tony Allen or a good paint protector like Ben Wallace?
Tony Allen, give me my nigga Tony Allen.
Give me Ben.
Give me Tony Allen.
Give me Tony Allen. Give me Ben Wallace.
Give me Ben.
Who you taking, Theo?
Tony.
Paint protector, bro.
So you want the paint, Shamari went the paint, Rel went the paint.
I said
Shamari went
the money. Who do you want? You want the perimeter too?
Give me Ben.
So Theo, why do you want the perimeter? And then I'll go to school.
He want the paint.
Because I want to protect. I want to get the rebounds. I want to protect the area that's.
Thank you, JT.
The easiest to score at, right? So like, if I'm behind you and I tell you can press up on defense, bro, then you can do that shit. Like the reason why Tony Allen was so great at defense, especially in Memphis, because in the back he had people that's going to have his back. He had Paul Gasol, he had Marc Gasol, he had
KG.
He had KG at the one point, Kendrick Perkins. He had what's my big boy Zebo. He had all them people behind him. So like that starts your defense, bro. They can see everything. They can talk, communicate. That's why defense looks so good when they have a better paint protector. Like even Marcus Smart, he got Robert Williams in the back. He got Al Horford in the back. If you look at any great perimeter defender, they got great defense behind them, bro.
Who did?
Because they know the defender gets past
who
them.
Did?
You get past me, guess what? You get
who did Gary Payton have after him? After Gary Payton, I don't know if Sean Kemp
That's what's up. JT saying what I'm basically gonna say.
Oh my god. JT should give him make it harder to attack the paint.
You cannot get any 7-footer to block shots and catch boards because we've seen a lot of them that could not do that. Nah, JT.
Not at the NBA level, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you can. What are you talking about?
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
Say it again, Josh.
So they're saying that you get any 7-footer to block shots and catch rebounds. Any random 7-footer.
All right,
so now how I'm looking at it, from like
he said
right now.
but he was good.
Now I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it like right now in this NBA, like how this NBA is going. I'd rather have somebody that plays the perimeter a little like better than the paint because yeah, you have like Joker, yeah, you have Joel, Anthony Davis when he plays good, but then you have niggas like Curry, Kyrie, you have Dame, you got all of them niggas. You have basically, I think you have more perimeter players that play way better than paint players. I'm okay with Rudy Gobert. Like Rudy Gobert he's a good big man, but if you stick him down low, I'm comfortable.
I never disagree with JT. I strongly disagree with that.
I'm like me personally, bro. I'm okay with Mitchell Robinson guarding Rudy Gobert in the paint. Like that's me, bro. Because I don't think Rudy Gobert is gonna get the ball, dream shaking and fade away from. I don't think he's gonna drop
dream shaking.
I thought Jalen Brunson guard Rudy Gobert.
Real. So what did you choose, real?
I chose Tony Allen.
Okay, right. Me and you on the same page.
He chose the perimeter.
Because
I got a question though.
I'm looking at it. I just think it's more better.
I don't know why y'all choosing a perimeter over.
Real, just explain it. What?
Because I think it's more better. I'm looking at it right now. I think it's more better perimeter players than there is post and down low paint players.
Right.
So now, if I'm looking at it as somebody, my big man that I need down low in the post right now, who would you say is the best number one best big man in the paint that's guarding the paint? Who would y'all say that is? Y'all say it's Rudy?
Yeah.
The only problem I have with Rel and that
sadly, but yeah.
Okay, so y'all would say
Rudy, Jared Allen, Joel
it's over for you. If that perimeter defender keep getting cooked consistently, like, what's the point of having him?
But I would live with a big man trying to kill my whole team than like a guard on fire, giving me 40. He's playmaking. He's trying to. Bro,
so you train twos for threes, basically.
Hey, bro.
And he missed the shot, and when he grabbed, when y'all getting killed on offensive rebounds, you'll realize why that's happening.
Yo, real, and that perimeter player could be a player like to go in the paint a lot, and you might want a nice paint protector to stop the guy. I'm just saying.
And that's cool. So now, listen. Right now, y'all would say Rudy Gobert is the best paint protector in the league. But then everybody knock on him is that, yo, bro, in the playoffs he plays bad. I think I'm comfortable with guys like, you could give me guys like Jared Allen to okay. Then you could give me guys like Robert Williams. They might not be as good as defensive as Rudy Gobert, but they're still an excellent defensive player.
But they are as good as defensive Rudy Gobert though.
Yeah. Like
all right, so even if you want to take, I would take Mitchell. I'll take Mitchell Robinson as in the paint, and nobody would say Mitchell Robinson is near and near a defender as Rudy Gobert. The reason is that Mitchell Robinson, he can actually give you 10 to 11 rebounds, 2 to 3 blocks a game. He can center that paint off. But if I have somebody up top guarding usually most of these teams' best players are not big men. I say 3 teams in the NBA, their best players are big men. That's the 76ers. And I'm not, but if I'm having a paint protector, so now what if my paint protector 6'8"?
Yeah, then you're going to get killed in the paint. You're probably going to get killed in the paint. Teams are, if you got teams are more likely going to attack the paint on you guys. I would live with a team shooting jump shots than attacking the paint on this.
I got a question, right?
Wait, hold on.
Let's take this example, right? You play against Golden State, and you got a really good perimeter defender. They're gonna kill you in the paint.
Yeah,
they're gonna backdoor court the breaks off of you.
Like I would rather them shoot.
But then if you do the opposite,
hold on. So now with Golden State, leave it right at Golden State. Now you have somebody that's locking down the paint, but they can't play a lick of defense on the perimeter. What is Curry doing? Right. What is Curry playing
inside?
No, but
so now
I would rather give up the 2.
So, wait, hold on, bro. Oh wait, my bad, Shamar. Go ahead, my bad.
I would rather. It's basically what we're about to say. I would rather give, especially with a team like Golden State. I want that team to shoot more 2s than 3s because that's like
what.
Yes. Did threes?
Golden State give you the illusion that they only shoot threes from half court and shit. They give you that illusion.
No.
When you look at the Celtics game when they played them, the game plan for the Celtics was we're gonna protect the paint. Curry went crazy in the first half. Went crazy, but they protected the paint. They couldn't get those paint buckets they always get. That's why they lost the game, bro. Like if you got a strong paint protector, then you got a higher chance of winning the game. If you got a strong paint protector, he's a better rebounder. That means he could be a better rebounding team. That means like I will have guys in the zone. You could beat me by the 3, but you're not gonna beat me in the paint, bro.
Facts. Like you're going to have to shoot. Your team is going to have to shoot 50+% from 3 consistently. I live with jump shot.
It's only one.
My thing is not.
My thing is not the
3-point. I'm not. My big thing is really not the 3-point shot. How I'm just looking at it, and like I explained it earlier, I think they're just more. They're more talented and better perimeter players that they are down low. Where I'm worrying about somebody down low in the paint going off. You understand what I'm saying? And when I say that, I understand what you're saying, like backdoor cuts and all of that. I'm saying that I don't even need a top 5 defender in the league. I need somebody that's just in the paint, that's just willing to play defense, and that gives me effort. And I think that the person the better person on that's gonna play the best defense is on the perimeter. I think I would take that a little bit more than my best player is in the paint, and then the best, like, you feel me, the rest is up top is like, they cool to somewhat okay defenders. I won't take that, bro, because I'm watching guys like, so now even if you look at it, even if I pump penetrate and I get my paint protector into foul trouble, what am I gonna do? Now I'm gonna be on the floor with no defenders. Just on the floor with no defenders. People running around with chickens with no head. So now because we know defenders, not all defenders, but most defenders get into a lot of foul trouble. And I think that me as a game plan, if there was no perimeter, but I know there's somebody down low, I'm gonna attack the down low guy to get you in foul trouble. Attack him at all costs. Attack him at all costs.
But the thing is, like he said, Tony Allen, like Ben Wallace, like you see, when he say a good paint protector, Ben Wallace don't rarely get in foul trouble because he's a good paint protector. Like good paint protectors are smart. They know how to use different angles. They know how to use movements to where I'm not gonna get in foul trouble. I know how to go upright. I know verticality. I know all the rules. I understand what I'm supposed to do. So when I go to this side, I know my guy's coming. I'm telling him to come with me. But when you're on the perimeter, you don't see everything. You only see what's in front of you.
You see.
We're talking about ball stoppers. You don't see what's in front of you. The big man see behind you. He telling you everything to do. When you're on the ball, you can't see nothing but what's in front of you. Like I said, most great perimeter defenders have very good paint protectors behind them. You might have 2 cases where it's not the case, but like majority of the time, they got great defenders behind them that's guiding them where to go. Cousins be saying all the time, yo, Isaiah Thomas wasn't that good of a defensive player. But shit, he had Rick Mahorn behind him. He had Lambeer behind him. He had Dennis Rodman behind him. You feel me? So I feel like you got to have that paint protected, bro, especially if you want to win in the playoffs.
And that 6'9", that 6'8" example I heard like 5 minutes ago, dog.
Yo, that was Chuck Hayes. Chill, that was Chuck Hayes. Chill, he's talking about.
For example, I'll give y'all.
He's talking about Chuck Hayes. That's the only person I could think of.
I'll give you a prime example of how like paint protection is just such a difference maker. If you just look at the Sixers this year with Joel Embiid on and off for their defense, bro, it's ridiculous. They're a top 5 defense when he's on the floor. When he's on the floor, they're top 5. When he's off the floor, they're bottom 5. Like that paint protection.
Same with Rudy Gobert. Same with Rudy Gobert.
Your best defender, perimeter defender. What's his name?
Even with the Celtics this year. Yeah, even with Thibault being one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, they're still like he can't cover so much. There's only so much ground he can cover. Joel Embiid can cover a lot of ground. He can force a lot of difficult shots. He can force you like driving to the lane and kicking out to somebody because it's like, oh snap, I can't lay the ball up. Just a 7-foot monster right here. I gotta kick it out for a 3. Like even with Robert Williams on the Celtics this year, like Al Horford was talking about it in an interview. He was like a big change was Rob Williams and him, like his paint protection and everything that is just beneficial for their defense. So even if Marcus Smart or Jaylen Brown getting cooked or Tatum getting cooked, it's just going to force them. It's going to force the other team to make a difficult shot if they get to the paint. Like it's just forcing them to shoot threes. Then more, it's forcing them more so shoot than lay the ball up. And I would rather have that because the percentage. You're just going by percentages, and I'll take shooting over layup any day of the week.
If you look at a half court set, bro, like if you could only shoot mid range to 3-point shots and they contest it, I'll live with that all day, every day, bro.
Yeah,
like my chances go up, bro. I live with that all day, every day. But those are shots like mid ranges, like low key, are not the most successful percentage wise shot, bro. NBA, wherever you at, no matter. So like, if I can force you to shoot contested mid ranges to 3-point shots, and I get the paint protected, I live with that every day, bro. Like if you got a strong perimeter defender, he can only guard one dude at a time. He can only guard one dude at a time, bro.
And JT too, what you said in the comment. So you said if the Sixers had Jimmy, they would have been better. Yeah, but if you take Joel Embiid off and just add Jimmy, their defense doesn't get better.
So now this season,
on the team and just take away Joel Embiid, their defense doesn't get
better.
I
looked up who's the best rim protectors this season. Number 1 is Giannis. Number 2 is Rudy Gobert. Number 3 is Jared Jackson. Number 3 is Jared. Number 3 is Jared Jackson. Number 4 is JaVale McGee. Number 5 is Isaiah. Who the fuck is this on the Clippers? Isaiah
Hartenstein.
Yeah, he's number 5 on that list. Number 6 is Hassan Whiteside. Number 7 is Evan Mobley. Number 8 is Kristaps Porzingis. Number 9 is Patrice Awad. Homie on the
Patrick Achua.
Yeah, Patrick Achua. And then DeAndre Ayton is number 10. So I take JaVale McGee for my paint protection.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good paint protector. I make it seem like he a bum or something.
No.
But it's like you gotta look for. They saying how good of a paint protector you are for the time that you're on the court, bro.
Yeah, I'm not going JaVale McGee. If we playing 48 minutes and JaVale McGee playing 36, 37 minutes,
JaVale McGee.
Yeah, like
JaVale McGee,
like
37 minutes.
12 minutes. It's
hey man, that's the average of a probably an NBA player.
E-Money facial expressions are hilarious.
JaVale McGee.
Yo, E-Money, you know what? And I'll take back what I said on TikTok. Jason Tatum is definitely number 1. Your man Luka, he's in the second seat right now. It's all right.
You know what? Wait. Yo, E-Money
come on, dog.
Crazy.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, dog.
It's all right, bro.
Right. Don't do that.
So battle the duos. We got Magic and Kareem.
Players under 25? Yeah, man.
Magic and Kareem in their prime versus Jerry and Wilt. Who wins in this?
Say it again.
You said what?
Magic and Kareem versus Jerry and Wilt.
Bro, get that bullshit out of here. Give me Magic and Kareem.
Yeah, Magic and
Kareem.
Hold on.
Give me Magic and Kareem.
Wait, hold on. Is it Jerry and Wilt in their prime?
Yeah, both teams in their prime. All 4 players in their prime.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Magic and Kareem. Never mind.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
They got a bone to pick with him. He's a person.
Josh, know what I got against Jerry West. I think he overrated.
Yeah, so I don't care about his answer.
I think Jerry West is overrated. Okay, cool, bro.
Why?
So why y'all not picking Jerry and Wilt? I'm just curious why nobody picked Jerry and Wilt.
Why is he overrated?
It's because you said.
No, Shamaria, he's gonna go on a tangent, bro. He's gonna go on a tangent.
I seen this time of basketball, and I can only say to this time of basketball, I think Jerry West is overrated, bro. if you're this number one point guard in the league at that time, the best way I can explain it, think about Curry. Curry is the number one point guard in the league right now. Think about him getting outplayed two times in the finals by a Kyle Lowry type ass nigga.
Blame Shamari.
Twice in the finals, getting outplayed both times when it mattered by a Kyle
Y'all all
Lowry
heard
ass
this
nigga,
on Clubhouse
bro.
already. Y'all heard this already. Y'all all heard this.
Yeah,
I don't know
like-
why Shamari asked.
I definitely
I don't
heard
know
this
why
story.
she
But
asked.
she toxic.
Like,
So why no?
Anyways, I'm probably gonna go.
Look, here come the toxicness.
She gonna
That
say the
nigga
same thing
Jerry
everybody
can
else said.
shoot though. I don't know.
Look,
And Magic
look.
couldn't. And Magic had trouble guarding small guys. Jerry's
Oh.
a small, quick guard,
Bruh.
and he could shoot.
You think he can guard Magic?
Oh,
No, it's
so
a 5-for-5, but it's gonna be 2s versus 3s right now, Theo. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yo, it's a lot of twos coming in. It's a lot of twos
I
coming
I ain't
would
in.
gonna
say,
lie.
I'm gonna say Magic can
Wilt
I
about to
think
be
Jerry and Wilt
Wilt
might
about to be
win.
grabbing a lot of boards.
I think Jerry and Wilt might win.
I ain't gonna lie. Wilt gonna be grabbing a lot of boards, dog. I mean, I know Kareem could grab boards too. Wilt could grab boards, dog.
That's why I think
Wilt
Jerry
is
and Wilt
grabbing
win.
boards, like-
2v2.
And Jerry West, he gonna cook, man. You
That's
talking about
exactly.
E-money. Wait. We gotta look at on average who was Wilt grabbing them boards against.
Did you know he had a did you know he had a 48-inch vertical, dog?
I know he had.
Oh,
On average,
48.
bro, Bill Russell is like 6'8", bro. Come on.
You're telling me Kareem jumping with Wilt?
Bro, he played Wilt. He barely played Wilt, bro. Like on average, the people
But he didn't play that Wilt though.
Yeah,
on
Prime,
average,
you never saw him.
the people Wilt played.
But he never saw
like
prime
6'6".
Wilt. Like Hops Wilt.
He never saw
Jump
prime
out the
Kareem.
gym Wilt.
Hold on, what are you talking about? He never. Come on,
I really be
He
hating
never
Wilt.
saw
Kareem
Prime
Johnson.
Wilt. He saw
Who you
like
think had
Hold
better
on.
competition, Kareem or Wilt?
He didn't see prime Wilt, dog.
Hold on, Theo. Who you talking about? Didn't see prime Wilt?
Kareem. He saw Wilt in the end of his time.
No. The reason that I asked is because I had brought up Bill a few seconds ago. I thought you were saying Bill didn't see.
Nah, we saw about
No. He said Kareem didn't see prime Wilt.
Oh nah, Bill.
Preem
Nah.
didn't see like Kareem didn't see like prime Wilt, but like
Nah, but bro, I'm only talking about rebound. I'm
matched up.
nah, bro.
Bro, I'm 6'1", bro. Wilt Chamberlain was grabbing rebounds over guys like.
How much?
No, I'm talking about versus Kareem.
No,
They did.
No, bro. Wait, hold on.
Will out rebound Kareem. That's what I said.
What was it?
Bro,
How much?
Bro, this is not no regular.
By like 2 to 3 boards.
Come on,
crazy.
all right, that's not.
No, but bro. Dog, hear me out. Though. This ain't no regular. This not no regular human being though.
Yeah.
In his prime, he was jumping 40. Bro, his vertical is 48, and he's grabbing boards.
You know,
I don't know if
Listen.
I don't know if Kareem is like he gonna grab boards too. But I'm just saying the rebounding. I'm just talking about the rebounding. I'm not just talking about them. I know Kareem's better, but I'm just talking about the rebounding part. It's gonna be close because
Wilt Chamberlain was grabbing rebounds over guys like
we can't be doing that though.
Wait, Burrell, you know why that don't matter? Because of his vert. He's gonna do the same thing today and in the 90s.
Right, like
because his vert. His vertical is crazy.
Rebounds over guys like Julius Randle height, bro. I don't.
He's gonna do this. He's gonna do the same thing in the 90s and the 80s.
Same thing to Kareem, bro. He's not
Yeah, he is.
Like, bro, I'm talking about grabbing boards on.
He only out rebounded about 2 rebounds, bro.
But he still out.
He wasn't his prime.
Bro, he is not grabbing that many rebounds with Kareem, bro.
He was out rebounding Kareem, and Wilt wasn't even in his prime.
Right, Wilt was like,
come on, Jerry and Wilt winning.
Bro, I'm telling you, but it's gonna be like larger than that though. If he played prime Wilt,
and Wilt could play make
this money. Wilt went head to head with Kareem, right? Wilt only out rebounded by 2 rebounds in the head-to-heads, right? All together, 2 rebounds, right? That wasn't even Kareem's peak or prime.
You don't think his prime started when he was young?
Bro, they grabbing the same amount of rebounds.
Like it's 2 away. Even if it was, it's 2 away, 2 rebounds away. So it's not like he's going to be killing on the boards like that.
In the West.
But I'm saying,
I see what you're saying.
If you look at the whole team, Magic is going to out-rebound Jerry West too, right?
But Jerry West is going to be special.
So,
but Jerry West is going to outscore that man by a lot.
Exactly. Jerry West outscored that.
Magic.
You know, Magic come small.
He got scored. He's got scored back.
He's gonna get torched.
It don't matter.
Nah, but I only say
Magic just score on him. Magic.
Okay,
got to post him up.
No, I believe that Magic and Kareem will win. I'm just saying it's gonna be close because of that rebounding.
Nah, it could be close though.
Wilt gonna keep it close.
I got Wilt. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta respect my boy Wilt.
Right.
I respect Wilt. He did a lot of things.
I ain't gonna lie to Wilt and Jerry could win though, because based off Jerry West being
it's not like
I'm just saying, bro. Jerry, we talking about 2v2 on what, on a blacktop or something?
Yeah, blacktop.
We talking blacktop, then Magic and winning.
Yeah, I'm talking blacktop.
No, Magic Kareem will win it, but like Jerry West and Wilt could win.
They can, but the blacktop and threes gonna be hitting like they used to do.
I'm just saying, Jerry West got that, bro. He got the shot, he got the handle.
That's what I'm saying.
He got the whole offensive package basically.
Man, he got a right hand. Don't say the handle. He got a right hand.
Come on, bro. Come on. He got handle.
Hey, yo,
I got a question for y'all.
I seen him do a hezzy.
I got a question for that.
I seen him do a hezzy tween. He did a hezzy tween
and a switch. Hold on, I got a question for y'all. In a switch scenario, like not switch, but like they play in the game. Kareem sets a pick, and then now it's a switch. What would you be more comfortable? I understand that even Magic guarding Wilt is still very undersized, but would you be comfortable with him just trying to catch Wilt in the paint to guard it?
You talking about Magic in the post with Wilt?
Yeah, like if they switch, even either or, bro. Like you feel me? Wilt catches Magic in the post because they it was a pick and roll. They switched. Like, would y'all be comfortable with Magic just trying to guard him for like in the post?
No, he's gonna get killed down there. And then his prime too. Yeah. Cool.
All right. How would you feel if the post now Kareem catches Jerry West in the post?
It's barbecue chicken.
It's barbecue either way. It's cooked either way.
It's funny because Kareem.
It's gonna be easier for Kareem to score on everybody on their damn court than Wilt is.
It's so funny because Kareem
and that's what I was thinking about, Theo. That's why I just came back and I was thinking like, I think it might be easier for Kareem to score on everybody than for Wilt to score on everybody. Because look,
I don't know because Wilt didn't
Jerry on the perimeter.
Ain't Wilt the only one to block that hook?
Sky hook.
That sky hook, man.
A few people block that shit, bro.
Let my boy West tell it, Nate Thurman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Nate Thurman. But hey, it's very rare though.
Who's Lauren Jerry on the perimeter though? That's what I need to know.
Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Jerry West is this fucking.
We know
there goes the bias. There goes the bias.
We can't do this.
Bro, I don't.
You can't talk
if you're the one that made this up. You know how real feel about Jerry West.
I already know what you guys say. I just wanted to know what y'all thought, the unbiased people. I already know what the biased man was gonna say.
Bro, he's overrated, bro.
Bro, you gotta stop, bro. He's not overrated though.
Yo,
yes, he is, bro.
What about his scoring?
No,
let's just talk about man. Either way, Magic getting cooked on the perimeter. Either way.
Yo, E-Money. The best way I can explain it, I'm gonna keep explaining it like this. We look at Curry is the #1 point guard in the league. Pick Curry with who else you want to see? was what? He played with Elgin Baylor and Wilt Chamberlain when he lost to the Knicks the first time. So that's like Curry playing with.
But he got one.
B.I. and
B.I.
Not even B.I. We could say somebody a little bit better than B.I. Fine. All right, that's like Curry playing with Jason Tatum and Wilt Chamberlain at that time. We could say Joel Embiid.
Yes, indeed.
Think about them three niggas going against Walcott Frazier, Dave DeBusschere, Elman. A lot of people be like, oh, what about what's it called? This nigga Willis Reed. He came out. He played 5 minutes that last game. Walcott Frazier in a closeout game with them three on his team gave him 36, 19, and 7. So now somebody that is way better than him beat him twice in the finals, and I played him twice in the finals. The first time it was a game 7. The second time it was a 4 sweep. He got swept the second time around.
But who's way better than who?
I would say Jerry West is way better than Walcott Frazier.
I mean, if you compare resumes, yes.
Yeah, I would say way better. Yeah.
Yeah,
if you compare resumes, yes.
So now a nigga that's way better. When you saw me the first time in a game 7, you supposed to beat my ass. Wilt and Elgin Baylor. I outplayed you, nigga. I outplayed you. 36, 19, 7.
What did Wilt do that series?
Wilt played ass. He played fucking ass.
I have a question. Who won Finals MVP?
Look at Theo face.
Willis Reed won it because the game, all of the other games, Willis Reed was putting up like 32, 24, 25, 32.
So Willis Reed.
Games, not yet.
Willis Reed outplayed Wilt?
Yeah, did he outplay Wilt?
Yeah, Willis Reed outplayed
Wilt. 69 and 69 and 72. What year?
Willis Reed is like Julius Randle height.
Hey, but could that be part of the reason why y'all also beat them? Because so-called Wilt?
Fact. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. But when you're supposed to be better than me, you're not supposed to get outplayed either, bro.
So he got outplayed the last game or the whole series?
He got played, I think, about 2 of those games out of that series.
So it went to 7?
Average.
The first game, yeah, he was whooping that ass. It went to 7 the first series. It went to 7.
23 and 24.
Okay, so you said he outplayed him twice, and he outplayed him, including that twice. He outplayed him in the most important game.
Yeah, he outplayed him in the most. Game 7, Willis Reed only played 5 minutes because that's that whole. Oh my God, he came out the thing. He only played 5 minutes, and Walcott Frazier gave them 32, 36. 19 and 7. We could get off this because I always talk about this shit. We talk about this shit another time. But
Josh, what was the percentage? What was what percentages?
For what, that series?
Yeah, from the field.
Oh, my man Elijah here was good game.
What's up,
for the whole series? Wilt Chamberlain shot 62% for the whole series.
Oh, that's not bad.
And he averaged 23 and 24 with 4 assists.
He did 23 and 24. Oh shit!
Yeah, he was averaging 24 rebounds with 22 points.
You can't even say hi. Can't even say hi to the man.
Anyway,
now we're gonna play. Now we're gonna play a game. Steve Kerr or so I'm gonna give y'all a head coach. Y'all tell me who's better, Ty Lue or Steve Kerr? Shamario. Theo.
Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr. E-Money.
Ty.
That's tough as shit though. I ain't gonna lie. I want to go Ty.
You got Ty. School. Who you taking?
Give me Steve.
Rel. Who you taking?
It's Steve Kerr versus who?
Ty
Lue.
Oh, give me Steve Kerr.
All right. Steve Kerr or Eric Spoelstra? He said Steve Kerr. Eric Spoelstra, Steve Kerr, Shamario.
Steve Kerr.
Yo.
Steve Kerr.
E-Money.
Eric.
School.
You already know.
I'm
going with it, man. You already know.
Eric Spoelstra.
You already know.
the bias, anyways.
Yo, ain't nobody asked you. Give me Steve versus Steve. Give me Eric Spoelstra by a mile.
Hold on. Steve Kerr versus Eric Spoelstra. Hold on.
Give me Coach Spo.
Shit, I'm gonna take Steve Kerr. I'm gonna take Steve Kerr by like a skin of a hair.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, like.
All right, Steve Kerr or Pat Riley, Shamaria.
Oh, Pat. Give me Pat.
See, I knew who.
Skip me.
Theo, who you taking?
Give me Pat Riley.
Theo, who you taking? Money, who you taking?
Pat.
Yeah,
who you taking Pat to, you know?
Yeah, I'm taking Pat. I'm taking Pat, bro.
Pat the third best coach in NBA history, bro.
Yeah, I'm taking Pat.
Shamaria, Don Nelson or Steve Kerr? You might not even know who that is.
Let's see.
Don't let them play with you, Shamaria.
Skip me.
Right,
no, we ain't skipping.
Who you taking?
Even answer your first.
You said Don Nelson or who?
Steve Kerr.
Yeah, I'm taking Don.
I might go Don. I'm going Don, bro.
Yeah, I'm taking Don.
Okay.
You
taking Don too, Rel? School, who you taking?
I'm taking Don.
Steve Kerr.
E-Money, who you taking? He thinking about it too.
I'm gonna take Steve because I'm not like I don't know that much on Don. I know a little bit, but I'm gonna take Steve.
All right. Larry Brown or Steve Kerr? Theo? I'm pretty sure somebody don't know who that is.
Steve Kerr.
E-Money.
You should know who Larry Brown is.
Yeah, give me Steve Kerr.
School, who you taking?
Steve Kerr, man.
Rel, who you taking?
Taking Kerr. Steve Kerr is an overrated 3-point shooter too.
Bro, come on, bro.
Huh?
You gotta stop, bro.
You gotta stop, bro.
Can't stop, won't stop. That's real for you.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm pushing. Yo, that agenda is my agenda for the rest of my life, bro. He's an overrated 3-point shooter.
God.
Yo, E-Money. Hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
Yo, Josh, I'm just E-Money. Explain this to me.
Bro, we had this convo, bro.
I shot 40. I shot
going in the past.
I shot 47% from 3-pointer, but I shot 0.7 3-pointers and made 0.3.
Bro, play him in the 3-point contest, dog.
Okay.
Play him in the 3-point shootout, man. Okay. He can shoot, dog. I'm telling, bro, because it also was an era where they weren't shooting threes like that. He wasn't that like around the average at the time of 3 points, man.
Loves rabbit holes.
Shot 0.7, bro.
Right, D-Lo, why
we need to take.
Yeah, but what was the average attempts? Like 1, I think.
It was like 1.
Like,
he made 0.3. He made like 0.3, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you,
for his career. He took.
If he was in today's game
for his career, hold on, look. For his career average, he shoots 45%. No, he shoots 45%. For his career average.
3-point percentage, bro.
Yeah, we talking about coaching, right? We talking about
you talking about coaching, real?
His bro, it's a lot that's overrated. It's a lot that's overrated with Steve Kerr. It's a lot.
How?
Theo, who do you think the better head coach is? Phil Jackson or Eric Spoelstra?
Phil Jackson. What's going on? What we doing?
Do you think that he's a better coach or he just play with more talent?
He's a better coach.
There we go.
It's hard to coach talent. It's hard to coach talent, bro.
I'm back.
I mean,
you was going.
Look at you know what?
You seen what we having Frank Vogel, right?
Is Steve Kerr this great head coach like we think he is? Because he got a lot of talent too.
It's hard to coach talent, bro.
Yes,
I don't know about that one. I just got a monkey in his suit with a clipboard. He's still getting rings. Like, come on now, y'all gotta stop.
Yes, he has 11 rings, bro.
Who?
Phil Jackson. He has 11
Phil Jackson.
He has 11 rings in 13 years.
Like, the true number one
2 different
option.
franchises.
Phil Jackson over Pat.
But let me ask you a question: if he didn't have that talent, do you think he's still as successful as a head coach?
Yes.
No.
He wouldn't have as much success as Popovich though, but he still would have some kind of success.
Talk, man. Popovich number one.
If Pop didn't have his talent, would he be number one? Like,
Right.
I think so.
Hey, man, like,
I think with Greg Pop, he can develop talent. It's not like he's good with
what has he done
players.
since Kawhi Leonard left?
Oh, look at DeJounte Murray. He's developing into a good player.
What have they done since Kawhi?
No, but every team needs you need talent to win championships.
That's what I'm saying. Every team needs like talent.
Josh asked the question.
I'm talking about there's a difference between developing talent and then acquiring talent. There's a difference between those two, right? Can we say that?
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't think he developed Kobe?
No, I think Kobe's gonna be Kobe regardless of whatever head coach you had there. Kobe's gonna be who he
was. Kobe gonna be what we think of today?
No.
Yes.
Kobe would have been a top 10 player all time.
Look at Jordan. Jordan, before Phil even got Jordan, Jordan was Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan was a great player, but
but Jordan came in the league like a demon. Right. Kobe came in the league averaging what? 13?
He's going to develop into a
15?
I'm saying he was going to be Kobe. He's going to develop into that superstar.
Kobe was going to average 25 one way or the other, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
But he wouldn't be as great as he was without the coach.
No,
I think so.
Coaching doesn't make the players better. I mean, it does. Coaching does make players better, but it's more so making players greater than better.
That's a fact. I agree with that.
So if we're gonna look at the greatness, we gotta just look at the greatness of a player and how did they get there due to coaching.
I think
you don't sustain long-term success as an individual without a great coach. That's just a fact. I never seen somebody have a long-term, unless LeBron James is the only person.
He's the only person that did that. But I feel like what you see Phil did to Kobe, it was more mental, and Jordan was more mental. Like, you can't win this shit by yourself, bro. Like, you gonna be great, but you're gonna be a great loser. You be great at losing.
These stats, you got.
Like, I think Pat Riley, I say his third grade coach. He he came in with Magic and Kareem. He came in with Shaq and young D Wade.
I don't think he's a third grade head coach. My head coach is a little different.
Let me hear
yours.
No, what?
Josh?
Top 5, top 3. What do you want?
Give me top 3.
Greg Pop, Larry Brown. I'll probably go Don Nelson.
Huh?
No, Phil?
Don Nelson.
No, Phil
top 5, but he said top 3, not 5.
Yeah, Don Nelson hasn't even won a championship.
I know. What? Okay.
No, Pat.
I don't divine great coaches just by championships.
My 3 is
if
Popovich.
If you're top 3 all the time, you got to.
My 3 is
not
Popovich.
For me personally.
Phil. Yeah, my 3 is Popovich, Phil, Pat. Then you could go Spoelstra. Then you could give me like Larry Brown and them guys. But that's me.
Can I ask you this? Do y'all
Chuck
consider
Daly's another great head coach?
Chuck Daly's top 5.
Chuck Daly, yeah.
Chuck Daly.
Do y'all consider Scottie Pippen being developed underneath Phil Jackson?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes.
So Scottie is
Phil Jackson game plan. No, Phil Jackson game plan, that triangle offense, I think developed Scottie Pippen, bro. I think that helped Scottie Pippen develop a game.
But y'all don't think he didn't help develop Kobe?
I think no matter what head coach you had there, Kobe's gonna be Kobe.
I agree with Theo said. I think Phil Jackson saw what he saw. Like, I can't say exactly what he saw. Like what Theo just said, it was more of it's a mental thing when it comes to like Kobe and them guys. Like you have it's like a mental thing with those guys, bro. I think Kobe talent was just gonna be Kobe talent, and that was just gonna be undeniable. He probably changed Kobe mindset, like his mindset, he probably changed that, but I think Kobe was still going to be a top talented guy to touch the ball.
Talented.
Time out. Can I ask you this question?
Well, was he going to be top?
If we talking about who Phil
Probably.
Jackson,
Kobe's barely top 10.
Who did Greg?
No, I'm saying. I'm saying like would Kobe like
Tony
his
Parker, Ginobili.
He developed Ginobili, but we all sit here and say if Ginobili was on another team, he averaged 25.
I ain't saying that shit.
Yeah,
I never said that. That was me.
I ain't saying that.
No, I say that because
that was real.
Of his development.
Ginobili on another team, he averaging 20 plus.
25?
Yeah.
He averaged 20 plus.
I never said that. That name argument.
No, I say
who's better?
Who
y'all think is better? Who y'all think is better, Tyler Herro or Manu Ginobili?
Ginobili,
right? Ginobili,
he
right?
He said Duncan, Parker, Manu, Kawhi.
So now, Tyler Herro just came off of averaging 20 points. You don't think Manu
didn't develop Duncan at all?
When you talk about player, that looks more the point, though, real.
Made
who said he developed Duncan? Who said that?
That was JT just said.
Like
he did not develop Duncan. What are you talking about?
Hold on, time out. Hold on. Since Phil Jackson doesn't get that, you don't think Greg Popovich developed Kawhi Leonard?
Do I think
Kawhi
Leonard of all things that's probably the one product?
Yeah, he had Kawhi.
Just him?
But not
you think he only developed Kawhi? That was it?
Nah, Tony, Manu, Kawhi, DeJounte right now.
Yo, I got a question. Y'all think when you
talk about Tony Parker was somebody that went against his system.
That's true. Y'all think that when you talk about coaches, like being a good coach, y'all think it's only about developing players or developing system and schemes and shit?
Yeah, that too.
We talk about system and schemes. Popovich is one of the best.
Yeah, system.
I don't think he developed Parker and Ginobili as much as we say, but I think he developed a system to all of them can thrive and be, you know, a crucial part of the system and it worked. Even with Tim Duncan, because you went to the Twin Towers with Tim Duncan and David Robinson being the key people, and then you go from Tony Parker, Ginobili, and then you add Kawhi and Danny Green. So I feel like he always had to move those pieces like a system wise. I feel like Phil Jackson, as far as developing players, like of course he had a triangle offense, but he had that from Tex Winters. So he got that from a guy on his coaching staff. You know what I mean? So I feel like he mentally prepared the guys and got them ready. Like Jordan, you're an all-star player. You're a superstar player. Like nobody can. You're a megastar. But if you want to win championships, you're going to be a GOAT. Kobe, you're a great player. You got great talent. You focus. You work hard. All these things. But mentally, you got to prepare yourself a different kind of way. You can't talk to everybody the way you talk to everybody. You got to, and if you do, you got to do it with a purpose. So if he talking shit, he always talking with a purpose, bro. You're not just talking for nothing. When you open his mouth, he is saying something. I think he got that from Phil Jackson, bro. Like mentally, he's like one of the coldest people you can put in the game, bro. Jordan and Kobe were two of the coldest, sharpest, high IQ, whatever you want to call high intensity players you can put in the game. And I feel like Phil actually helped them. Even if they had already, he helped them mold it to a way where it's constructive enough to help a team win the game or a championship.
Let's not forget, this man, Greg Pop, never won a championship back to back. Like this man, Phil Jackson, won three beats.
Three.
I mean, when you have Kobe, Shaq,
you can't just say. I mean, when you
Jordan,
have,
Scottie,
I'm not taking away. Hold on.
You gotta be able to push that.
I'm not taking away from that. But even if he didn't win two back-to-back, winning, you got to understand, winning 2 championships in the NBA league as a head coach is impeccable. What Phil Jackson did is impeccable. Greg Popovich, to me, how I'm looking at it, Greg Popovich's system and how he plays, it phases through time. He grows, bro. Like his system grow. Like I think the reason that what I'm saying is that Phil Jackson, I don't think Phil Jackson can personally play in a time like this. When I say play, I'm not talking about literally him playing. I'm talking about him coaching. I don't think he could coach in a time. I don't think he could coach in a time like this, bro. But we've seen Phil. We've seen. What are you saying? What are you saying? Huh?
You said you don't think Phil Jackson can coach in a time like that?
Because we disagree. Well, I
okay, and a
Yo,
okay, in a time.
face.
Hold on. Okay, in a time like listen, in a time like this. Hold on, listen, y'all want to say huh, and y'all want to do this in a time like this. Why did and a lot of y'all gonna sit there and be like, well, it's the Knicks. Why did he fail when he tried to coach? If he can coach up and draw. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. He had Melo. He tried to run a triangle.
So now, hold on.
But he was the owner.
And 2013. What are you talking
about?
No,
he coached. He was the coach. Then he got fired.
He's laughing and he don't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I remember that.
So now, in 2014 and 2015, he tried to run the triangle offense and try to figure out why doesn't it not work. Then he tried to figure out why doesn't it not work. Greg Popovich, we've seen him win overtime. When the first time the Spurs won a championship?
Bro, his coaching career ended in 2011.
And what I'm explaining to you is that he wasn't sitting on the bench as the head coach.
He was behind the scenes head coach.
James Dolan gave him the whole operations. That's why the Knicks was running triangle offense. Look up Phil Jackson saying Melo cannot run the triangle offense when he was on the Knicks. Why would he say that? If he was the manager, the general manager, why would the Knicks have a head coach and have him run triangle offense?
Bro,
explain it to me.
He's not labeled. He's not the head coach, bro. Like, I don't understand why you're trying to.
Right, you're the general manager. You hire Derek Fisher.
He's the general manager.
You hire Derek Fisher, who played with you, and then you make them run a triangle offense.
What that got to do with him being a coach?
He's saying Phil Jackson was the head coach.
like you're talking about general manager. I don't understand.
Yeah, that don't got nothing to do with
no, what he said, y'all not He's saying he wasn't the physical coach like on the sidelines. He was the head coach like behind the scenes. He was the one coaching the team. Derek Fisher was kind of like just the silhouette
behind the scenes. What about during the game when it's a close game? We need some coaching. He's just behind the scenes.
Caught up in the title. That's what you're getting.
No, I need you on the floor being the coach.
You're getting caught up with the title.
So all right, so hold on.
No, I'm not.
So all right, so you've never seen
just somebody. He's not on the bench with the team.
All right, so
you've
never
in the skybox watching the whole time.
So hold on. So you've never seen somebody use somebody else as a face, but the person in that background is running everything?
Such as?
Yeah, companies do it all the time.
Such as there's people that they use as a face, but then people run everything in the background. They do it all the time, bro.
Such as?
All right.
You never seen companies, big
examples.
companies.
I'm asking
it's companies that do it all the time, bro.
I'm talking about the NBA. We're talking about head coaching jobs.
It's like a school is like this, right? Let's say Bucket City, for instance. I run it, right? Y'all see me as the face, but behind the scenes, Rose is running everything. You don't see Rose.
What this got to do with coaching, bro?
Oh my god!
We're talking about in the NBA, the coach of the team.
He's
talking about Phil was actually on the bench.
When Theo's talking about these systems, right? Phil is the one implementing the systems, not Derek Fisher. Derek Fisher is just standing there, subbing in and out players, basically. That's all he's doing. He's not doing the actual head coach. He's not coming out with the team.
In and out making decisions. That doesn't matter. Knowing which players gel together, knowing the rotation doesn't matter.
Hold on, wait. Let's go back for a second. So we're talking about the year when Phil Jackson was head of basketball operations.
Yes.
Are you adding to his coaching resume?
Yes, that's what they're doing right now.
I'm not saying, bro. When I'm saying that, I've seen him. I'm not talking. I've seen him literally be out. I've seen him literally try to implement his system through another head coach that he hired, so he knows they're gonna listen to me because I coached him, and he's gonna run my plays, and it did not work. Because he even said it himself. I cannot coach the head Knicks if I wanted to. He's literally said it himself.
Bro, nah.
He is saying everything in the
you can say the same thing for the Miami Heat, but Eric Spoelstra
He
gets
did
his
it.
love.
All right, hold on. So
what are you talking about?
So now, when he was the operations for the Knicks, he took it upon himself to hire Derek Fisher. Who did Derek Fisher play for?
He played for
Phil
Jackson.
Okay, Derek Fisher as
he just went out.
Thank God, because it's not the head coach. I don't understand. It's not. He's not the head coach.
This man sound like a computer, bro.
He's not the head coach. I just they're trying to put that on his coaching resume. Like
that don't count. Yeah, school actually right.
It's not his coaching.
Y'all want the technical answer. Y'all playing semantics.
It's not technical.
You going too
yes, y'all are. That's what y'all doing.
No,
that's like if we got a team, right? And Theo tells me what plays to run and what system we're running. I'm still the head coach. Y'all gonna say I'm the head coach?
But you still got the final decision because you're on the court with them. So like,
right?
That's what I'm saying.
You may see something that I don't see. You be like, you know what? I can't run that because I know they're gonna score on this shit. Or
we all know Derek Fisher didn't do that though. We all know Derek Fisher didn't do that. Let's be honest.
That's so wrong. That's so wrong.
I didn't watch.
We all know. We all know.
Does Derek Fisher have another job?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, if you're not labeled a head coach, like, even let's say, like, this is my thing, like, if he's not labeled a head coach, I can't put that on his resume. Let's say he went to the Knicks and he was the assistant coach. That means he's on the court with the players. I still can't put that on his resume. That's just how I can do it. I can't do
so Theo, Theo, if Eric Spoelstra gets hired as whatever a team in Europe, basketball operations, he says
we ain't saying it wrong.
Theo, I'm saying all I'm saying is that Theo played for me, so he understands how I want things done. He says, "Fine, you're gonna be the head coach," but he implements all his playbooks through you. You don't create not a play. All his plays is through you. He funnels all his plays through you. Mm-hmm. You're gonna say that's you coaching? That's literally you coaching.
If we lose the game, it's not my fault. If I'm giving you plays, I'm funneling through you. It's not my fault. It's your fault. I can't put the blame on Phil for those the Knicks.
Come on, y'all use y'all head.
I think y'all are getting hung up on the title too much.
I understand exactly what he's saying, but I'm saying, like, we comparing coaches. So we were comparing what you did as a coach. I can't compare what you told somebody to do when you wasn't a coach.
I agree with that.
Like, he didn't, like, yo, you still got to know how to use it. You just can't say, yo, here you go. Here's my playbook. This is what I use. No,
that's why I said what he did, he hired a player that played for him because the player would know how he wanted ran because he had to do it as a player. If I hired you for something and you know I already know how it's done, but I just can't be out there and I say, yo, bro, you know how I want it done. You know how I had it ran. You have to run it like that. Derek Fisher did not. And I'm telling you, I personally watched it. Derek Fisher did not run up and play. And that season, he didn't sit on the bench. All that season, he sat in the crowd. He had him sit in the crowd. And he literally told TMZ, coaching is just not in my contract. But I will do it if I have to. It's not in my contract.
It's not in his contract?
Real is not right.
I think what a disconnect is happening. You guys are getting caught up on this title of head coach. Y'all really getting hung up on the title. I think that's where the disconnect is happening. Rel is saying, forget it. Let's just ignore head coach, just the name for a minute, and talk about what's actually happening. Derek Fisher is not running a system or anything while on the floor. Phil is telling him what to do. So
we get what
essentially,
you're
Phil
saying.
is actually head coaching. Like it's just a disconnect. I guess we just both going.
So let me hold
see
on.
it two different ways.
So let me ask you this. So with Miami, with Pat Riley running everything, and Eric Spoelstra, just being the face or whatever, do we still give credit to Eric Spoelstra as a head coach?
I think their dynamic is different than the dynamic we're talking about right
now.
now.
Oh my goodness! Oh my God, bro! I'm about to go to bed. Y'all serious?
No, I'm being dead serious. I think their dynamic is different than the dynamic we're talking about.
Bruh.
I don't think Pat Riley's coaching the Miami Heat 100%.
What do they?
Phil Jackson was coaching that Knicks team 100%. Is what Rel.
No, he was not. Look at your face.
Y'all just getting caught up on the label again. Yeah, it's a label.
No, it's not. It's not the label. It's the context. It's the context of what we're talking about. We was comparing head coaches, bro. We only comparing head coaches. Now, me personally, when the Knicks start running the triangle offense, I was like, "This is weird as fuck. This Phil shit. Like this seems like Phil is doing this." But I cannot give. I gotta give Derek Fisher the blame because he's the one that's running this shit.
Right.
He's still running this shit. So weird. Derek Fisher to blame, but I would never put that on Phil Jackson's resume.
It's weird. And then
both of them got fired,
operation.
Both of them did.
Hold on. It's weird. Hold on, Josh. Listen to what he just said. It's weird. Mm-hmm. It looks like Phil Jackson is running it.
Yeah.
He's just not sitting on the bench.
I agree.
Yeah, not making substitutions.
I agree with that, real. Like, it's just we only talking about comparing two head coaches, so I can't compare what he did unless he has the title of head coaches. It matters. The title matters right now.
I still think Greg Popovich
that matters. You being on the sideline talking to the players every day. Them calling you coach.
They both got fired. They both got fired.
You during the free throw. Them coming. You calling them. Coming back to you. You talking to them.
I'm gonna ask you a simple question.
Hey,
all right,
fine.
I'm gonna ask you a simple question. We've seen Jason Kidd coach the Nets, the Bucks, the Dallas. Mm-hmm. We've seen Steve Kerr right now coaching the Nets. Name me another motherfucking team Derek Fisher coached.
He didn't coach no other team. You know why? Because he was trash.
They both was trash. And then Phil.
Like,
they both
I promise you, Phil Jackson can get another coaching job before him easily.
Because of his name. Now, Phil Jackson, when he bring,
that's a fact. Because his name school that he's right about that.
Because of his resume.
Because his name.
So his resume just doesn't back up nothing.
What's his name? Phil Jackson.
What team right now is gonna run a fucking triangle offense? What team right now is running a triangle offense?
You saw what happened in New York. You saw when he don't have these superstar caliber.
So if y'all say right, y'all say we saw Phil Jackson with these great players, and he wasn't able to do it with other players, then I would understand the conversation. Like, okay, cool, you got me. But like, if you just talking about what he did, like, it's a lot of teams that implements parts of the triangle offense in their system. A lot of teams do that. But it's just the fact that he was the one that Tex Winters, not him. His assistant coach was the one that brought him the idea because it works great with Jordan.
You need a dominant scorer.
Well, dominant scorer. It worked great with Jordan. It worked great with Kobe. It worked great with Shaq.
It worked great with
the audio messed up.
I honestly think that's the thing though. Like,
hold on,
it just didn't work with Melo. I think that's what it was.
And it's not like he was the coach. Like, y'all really gonna put this on his man like he was the real life coach.
I think Greg Popovich could coach over time. He's coached in the 2001 efficiency.
What is he doing now?
I agree.
What is he doing?
What has he done since Kawhi left?
Nothing.
Nobody's scared of the Spurs.
No. His team this year was better than water. What did they do?
Missed the playoffs.
Okay, so not a playing doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah.
In the West, all you had to do was win 33 games. All you had to do was be better than the Lakers this year, and you're in the play-in.
That's
crazy.
not
impressive.
Okay, cool.
Damn, that's sad though. You better than the Lakers.
JT, he made the playoffs without Kawhi.
Yeah, he made the playoffs that one year where it was LaMarcus Aldridge, DeMar DeRozan, and them boys. And then after that, it was.
Then he said, "What has Phil done outside of MJ, Shaq, or Kobe?" Fail.
I mean, that was his whole career. Like that's what he had his whole career. Like you can't. You just mainly saying what has he done outside of his career.
So school. Let's say Phil Jackson comes out of retirement. What team you think he could coach realistically?
I promise you right now, if Phil Jackson said I'm going to coach the Lakers and they find out and they be successful, y'all gonna be like, oh, look what he had. He had LeBron,
oh God,
AD, he had Russ, he had all these superstars again, and you know what you think was going to happen. I promise you, if he coached the Lakers and they found a way to be successful, y'all would.
But that plays into his argument of he needs superstars to be successful. It plays right back into that argument.
The Lakers just won 30-something games the year before.
JT,
I understand what you're saying, but you still got superstar caliber players on that roster.
Now look at the chat. JT just said Phil Jackson was coaching when they blew a 3-1.
Yeah, he did. He was coaching when they blew a 3-1. Greg Pop was coaching when he lost in the first round to the Grizzlies.
And they were the 1 seed.
Like what? Come on. He was also coaching the same team that lost in 7 to the Clippers after winning the championship the previous year. We want to do this?
Yeah, toxic. JT who are toxic.
I'm just saying, Greg Pop got some, notches too. I just don't think the problem with Greg Pop for me is that he don't adjust to the roster that he has. It's always when you come to the Spurs, you play this way. Like sometimes you just gotta, as a coach, you gotta adjust to the roster you have.
So I should change my system for a star player that's been working for me.
You said, when Kawhi came in there, I'm not gonna say Kawhi changed the system himself. Like he made sure, like, hey, I'm putting a stamp on this. Like I'm going to be averaging 25 plus easily and good efficiency. Like Kawhi mainly was one of those dudes that was against the system, just like Tony Parker, but it would actually work to an extent. Because Kawhi Leonard was just a bucket.
About that.
Kawhi Leonard
I think every coach can't do it though. Like you gotta be a special kind of coach to do it, and it actually works. So like that's why I give Greg Popovich more credit than Phil Jackson, because I feel like Phil Jackson had better team or better players. Like he always had the number 1 point guard, number 1 shooting guard in the league. And if you get a system where a number 1 shooting guard can actually benefit and then help you win championships, oh yeah, you also have the best defense in the league. Also, you have a fucking Shaq. So like I feel like Greg Popovich had to kind of maneuver a little bit, a lot more, and did it for a long period of time. Like I said, with the Twin Tower stuff, that shit was cool. And then he said, okay, we got Tony Parker and Ginobili. We got more of a fluid offense. He kind of changed his offense a little bit, and that shit worked out. Then we're like, okay, we got Kawhi now, and we got Danny Green, so we got some younger players coming in and stepping in after these old guys. So you change your system again, and you won in 3 different decades, bro. Like that's tough. I don't care if you had Tim Duncan. That's cool, but you changed the system 3 times while Tim Duncan is there. That's why I say Tim Duncan is the best power forward to me. So what?
Phil Jackson won in 3 different decades too.
No, but I'm saying but he didn't change it. He didn't change the system the way that Greg Popovich did. He had the same formula all 3 decades. He had the exact same formula. Greg Popovich changed the system.
You can say the formula was the same, but it was like it was a different difference in it when you seen them actually play basketball. Like when you watch the Bulls play compared to the Lakers in the early 2000s, you can see the difference. Like
yeah, for sure.
So I see what you're saying with that, but it was also a difference. Like I said, he just made players significantly better. It's just not a coincidence that you see the best versions of each and every of those star players, but him as the coach.
I agree with that. He made them tougher.
That's not to mention you probably seen the best version of Horace Grant. That's not to mention you probably seen the best version of Pau Gasol or Andrew Bynum or Lamar Odom.
That's true. That's true. Those are true.
Like you just see the best versions of those players.
But I'm saying though, if you put them in that system, like you don't have to when you playing like let's say you play for I forget who we played for when Lamar Odom was playing for the Clippers, you had no system, so you had no kind of structure. You just hooping. Y'all was just hooping. Even though he had like some good seasons, then he had a bad season, then he went to the Lakers and had a great season. Like you were just hooping. But when you got a system, you're more comfortable in what you're doing. So you don't have to think too much. You know, I got to board up. I got to play defense. This is where I'm going to get my shots at. I got to work all summer on these shots to get. When you got with Popovich, it's like you got a whole different system, bro. Like you go from your bigs being the main factor to you're actually having a motion offense that start when you get a rebound. Like I appreciate. Maybe it's just me. I appreciate when I see that when I'm looking at it, like, damn, the way Ginobili, Parker moving. Now you got even Patty Mills was moving that way, and then you had like Danny Green moving that way. You had Kawhi moving that way, but Kawhi wasn't really moving. But he was like, he made Kawhi better, bro, and you can see it year by year. He made him better to where the next year it was a crazy jump where he was the man. And it was scary when he was playing. Like even the Warriors was scared of him. You feel me? So like.
I would say it like this. Pop system, to win the championship, it's good, but Pop system it limits players while Phil Jackson system like doesn't limit you. Like you still get the best version of that player, and we can still win a championship. Have elite.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Outside of
I feel as like a person like you said outside of star players.
Yeah. Like you mentioned
that's what I mean by the star players. Like that's what I mean. Like
okay.
Because like I feel as though even though Tim Duncan has a great resume, great career, I feel as though he was probably limited to an extent. I feel as though Tony Parker was kind of Tony Parker is like in between, but Manu Ginobili definitely was limited. Like I feel as though Manu Ginobili could definitely be like. I feel as though if Manu Ginobili was underneath Phil Jackson, we'd be looking at Manu Ginobili at a whole different lens. But he's still he's still a Hall of Famer. He still is what he is. But I just feel as though his system limits you to an extent. Even for example, when DeMar DeRozan was there, you seen DeMar DeRozan? What the hell is going on? You seen DeMar DeRozan underneath the Spurs system? He was cool, but then you seen him get to the Bulls and.
But I think there was a reason why, though. I think there's a reason why. I think he became more efficient when he was with the Spurs, and then when he got to the Bulls, that shit carried over. So
that's what I'm saying, but he wasn't limited.
He was limited a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't limited on the Bulls.
You gotta play the system. You gotta play the system. Yeah.
You gotta play. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to play the system. Sometimes that can hurt you, like especially depending on especially around this time. Like that's what I'm saying. He doesn't translate to what the players he had. He's just like, if you're in the Spurs, you're part of the Spurs system. It's going to limit you.
Okay, I get that. I ain't mad at that.
I still think Greg Popovich is the best coach because of we could say I could say even his players, but look at his coaching branch. His coaching branch is crazy. He coaches the coaches, man. He coaches the coaches, man.
Okay, it's rather.
Oh, you talking about the people that came out with Greg Popovich? No, I think he mean the people that was under Greg Popovich end up being good coaches. What you mean?
Yeah, all his assistant coaches end up being either NBA champions or real good coaches.
Ooh.
You know who they? It's a list of them. I think Nick Nurse, homie and the Bucks head coach used to be Greg Popovich's assistant coach. It's mad coaches like that.
Oh, Bullhoser.
Yeah, it's mad of those coaches.
Bullhoser, Udoka,
Kerr
wasn't an assistant
coach. I think he got the largest coaching tree.
I don't think Kerr was.
I thought Kerr was he was an assistant coach for the Spurs?
No, he was always a player.
I'm a final. He was a coach for the Suns, I think.
No, he was an executive.
He was operational some with Suns.
Yeah.
I'm a final list, but it's like all of the top coaches in the NBA right now, they have ties to Steve Kerr. Either they were like a third string coach or assistant coach.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he coaches the coaches, man. Give Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr. Give Greg Popovich, Kobe, Michael Jordan, and them guys. Yeah.
Yeah, he would have limited him. I promise you,
he would have had 50. He would have had 50 championships.
You said give him Kobe?
He said Kobe.
Real, I got it right here. It says
like, I can't do it.
The Popovich coaching tree is Doc Rivers, Sam Presti, Mike Brown, Rob Hennigan, Brett Brown, Dennis Lindsey, Kevin Pritchard, Danny Ferry, Mike Budenholzer, Dale Demps, Monty Williams. Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Greg Pop could have coached Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah, I don't know about that one either because Kobe. Kobe was going.
You gotta make a sacrifice. You have to make a sacrifice. Kobe is
Kobe was going to want his dog.
Not limit, Kobe. Like I'm only taking how many shots a game? Bullshit.
But why? I don't think he would limit the shot, but I think he would explain why y'all don't think that Kobe, Jordan or Kobe could take not a back seat, but why you don't? I'm not gonna say a back seat, but we've seen Jordan pass the ball in last minute game winning situations. Seen Kobe do it too. Like, what's the problem?
I'm not saying throughout like the last minute situation, but throughout a game, you're telling Kobe you're like, bro,
I think Kobe and Jordan is
players. It limits.
No, I think Popovich is just make the smart and the right play. Make the smart
what you think Kobe
right play.
What you think Kobe mindset is? I am the right play.
Nigga said I am the right play.
And then I don't. So time out. I don't think. And then a lot of people be like, I don't think he can coach egos. I think he can, bro. Like, I just think that San Antonio said, fine, bro. I'd rather choose Popovich over Kawhi Leonard. That's what I personally believe. I feel like they just chose one or the other day, and they chose Popovich over Kawhi.
And Kawhi had an ego.
Theo, you know how we in this show. Shamari, you know how we in this show. So school need money.
Oh yeah, I do.
Even if you want to say Kawhi don't have an ego, so why do you think he can't deal with egos? If we never seen him with an egotistical player.
Greg Popovich. Do I think Greg Pop can't deal with egos?
Yeah.
I say I don't think he can coach Kobe and Shaq together because of their egos.
But why do you think he can handle their ego?
The way they play the game, like Greg Pop is just not going to be able to deal with it because, like,
he wouldn't have traded for Kobe though. He would have traded up for Kobe. During that draft, he wasn't. If he would have had Shaq, he wouldn't have traded for Kobe.
You said he would have traded for Kobe?
Like, Kobe got drafted to Charlotte or some shit like that.
Yeah, Charlotte. Yeah, it was the Bobcat.
I don't think he would have did that. I don't think Popovich would have did it for Kobe because he know, like, you can tell what kind of player it is. Like, if you feel like it doesn't fit in his system, he's not going to push you to be in that system. Like with Shaq, you can build around Shaq regardless. Like, I don't care who you are, what kind of coach you are, you can build around Shaq.
Yeah, you can build around Shaq. But Shaq gonna need that ball though. Shaq ain't Tim Duncan willing to pass the ball.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Give me the rock. Y'all stay outside. Just barbecue chicken.
No, but they'll do the same.
I'll pass it if I have to.
With the Twin Towers, they're gonna Shaq gonna be the only tower, but it's gonna be the Shaq Tower. Like instead of Twin Towers, it'll be Shaq. You just put a good defense and like Bruce Boyd, Sean Elliott, guys that's strong 3-and-D guys around him, and a point guard. And that's it. And see what happens.
I just think in Grandpa's system, you just have to be willing to sacrifice, and when I mean sacrifice, I mean it shows. Your sacrifice will show to an extent.
I think every great player is willing to sacrifice, bro.
Yeah, you can
not every.
Not every.
I don't know.
I had to correct myself. Not every, but most. I think when we talk about top, because we're talking about 10. You understand what I'm saying? The guys that we talk about are top 10 talent players. I think when you talk about those type of guys, I think they're willing to sacrifice. The only person in the top 10 I say that's not, and I'm not really versed on. No, I think I think everybody's willing to sacrifice, bro.
No, I'm not saying they're not willing to sacrifice, but they're like the Spurs. Like if you just watch the Spurs, like they're the way they sacrifice is to an extent. Like it's just we just trying to win the game. Like that's all we trying to do. We ain't trying to Kobe ain't got to put up his 30 every game. This, that, and the third. Shaq ain't got to put up his 30. Like we just trying to win the game. Point blank period. And that limits players. Like to an extent, because we run a system that's really good that we can win games like that. But certain players don't want to play in that system because it's just limit them as a player. Like DeMar DeRozan went to I'm about to use DeMar DeRozan again. He went to the Bulls, made the playoffs, and he wasn't limited. So he got the best of both worlds and made an All-NBA team and offense. So he wasn't limited. Still a good player though. Just not limited. But Josh, go on what you was about to say.
I know how we end the show. Nasty takes. Theo, what's your nasty take? I'll let you go first.
Y'all can let me go last, man. I don't really got a nasty take right now. I gotta think of one.
Oh my God, school. I know you got a whole bunch of them.
James, nasty take.
Yeah.
Man, I was about to say a prediction.
You said James Harden's nasty left hand.
CJ McCollum over Klay Thompson. Still, that's my one.
That's insane. That's nasty. E-Money, your nasty take.
Luka the best in the world. Say it. Luka the best in the world, E-Money. Go ahead and say it.
Yeah, bro. Luka the best player in the world. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. Luka the best player in the world. I don't care. Luka is the best player in the world.
Shamari, what's your nasty take, Shamari? Because you got a whole bunch of them.
A nasty
Shamari corner pocket, man.
Yeah, Shamari, show your forehead.
Anyways, I think.
Big ass forehead.
Anyways, the Lakers. If they don't beat Russell Westbrook.
Oh my God! Can we skip her? Go ahead.
Yeah.
You down bad. Hey, bro, what's your nasty take?
Steve Nash is not a top 10 point guard all time.
Oh my God!
Oh, that's
Come on, bro.
Jaylen Brown, top 3 shooting guard in the league. I don't care what none of y'all talking.
My take is if the Lakers keep their team and don't trade nobody, they win the championship next year.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I like that. Shout out to Theo.
You think Westbrook get ring?
I don't see it.
Westbrook will have a crazy season next year.
Westbrook must be hurt.
What's it called? Rose. Listen, Rose. Steve Nash is number 10. Steve Nash is number 10 on my point guard list. Look. Steve Nash is number 10 on my point guard list, Rose. I'm taking him off, and I'm giving my number 10 spot to Jerry West.
Westbrook winning the ring for Chris
And
Paul?
on that account, yes, he is. He better than Chris Paul too. And now we about to end the show. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. He way better. Darius
Garland is better than Westbrook. Darius Garland is better than Westbrook right now.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
John Moran, top 5 point